Greetings, adventurers.
I didn't make it.
Oh, no, I got it.
Welcome to Laughable Odds. I'm Zach Caterly, your humble game master for tonight, and we are about to embark on a crazy adventure full of dicey situations, camaraderie, and laughter. All the things. So, I don't have a whole lot that we're going to jump into. We stream every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we did so successfully for 32 weeks straight, except for today we were 9 minutes late. For the record. I was just put it on the record.
Yeah. You're welcome. I love you guys.
Only Nick's fault.
Yeah,
no one else's.
Where no one has gone before.
But
I was on time.
I was here. I was really early, but I was here.
let the record show who was present, who was not. I'm very excited for tonight. We jump into a recap. I'm joined by the fantastic crew of Laughable Odds. We have Christy, we have Noah, we have Eli, we have Isaac, we have Nick, and we have Judah.
Even just
Yeah.
who is this man?
My apologies.
We're using we're using D&D 5th edition in Homebrew World of Zenith, and we are having way too much fun with it, and that's all I got. So without further ado, grab your snacks and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. Welcome to Zenith with Laughable Odds. So, the scene that lies before you guys is exactly where we left off. There is a giant blue leviathan that has emerged from the water.
Oh no.
But let's back it up just a hair. You guys, on this previous session...
Worst bad episode of my life.
It was beautiful.
Not a perfect. Don't worry, I'll turn it. We're no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Only happy accidents. We'll back it up, give it a little bit of a recap for what was last session.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up.
Put a reverse!
Terry. Oh, Terry.
So, last session, you guys ventured to a cave and were ambushed. That was actually 2 sessions back.
Nice.
At the very end of that session, you guys were ambushed by these spooky spirit fae things. And you guys fought them, handled them, although all of you guys went down during that. Almost. I mean,
Can't prove that. Allegedly.
I mean, it was close.
He
What
never
did we have?
During the cave fight?
We had 4 of the 7 go down during that fight. Because it was only Cedric, yourself, Ronnie, and Aaron that stayed up. Everybody else?
Who's Aaron?
Yeah, I know. You gotta use the right names for this.
Arya, is it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
What you know?
Are you ready, kids? The brain rot is real. But you guys had a crazy fight there. That was a bit of an ambush. You guys handled it. Went in very quickly through Oberon's prompting, through the portal of magical liquid. Didn't know it was a portal at the time. Landed in a place and looked up at the sky, at the brilliant stars, and realized we're not in Zenith anymore. And we're out in the void. And soon after encountering a fairy, and gave you a wonderful name that I am spacing on. Jimmy. So you met Jimmy, talked to him for a bit. The rest of the party came through the portal, and found yourselves in the void. Then soon surrounded by 80 or so fairies. You guys bribed them with cheese. They were your friends for that time. Told you of all the people they're not allowed to be around, and you guys took some of the directions to go to a place to get directions to said big bad lady archfey thing that's going to give you guys answers. And so with this in motion, you guys went to a tavern, had a fun interaction there with a giant moth bartender. Then almost got into a fight. That stifled out. Thankfully, Relaine couldn't understand what the bird said.
Yep.
He might have started it after that.
I would have swung so fast.
That little
So,
fireball better go off.
I didn't want to fight the giant bird, man.
I did.
big old tavern brawl in a Feywild chaotic area. That'd be great.
Thank God we didn't. We would have died for real. Later on.
No. Y'all would have died.
So, you guys enjoying your trounce in the void, got directions, and headed on your way. As you were traveling through the woods, playing a little tune, scouting up things up above the tree line, which you were told not to do, you did see a tree get moved to the side in a large portion. However, only Boot saw that, and the fairies were distracting all of you guys and talking it up. Boot didn't pay much mind. It was far away. He failed to mention it to everybody. Next thing you know, fairies are flying away in every corner.
Boots 10 for 10 last episode.
And
Might do it right there.
massive giant beast, a devil Joe, came out and started wreaking havoc, immediately blasting with its dragon's breath and coating you guys. And the fight was overwhelming in the monster's favor for most of the time. However, you guys never stopped dishing out damage. Oberon went down first and was swallowed. And you guys realized if we are to revive him with any one of our revive spells with their components, we have to get to the body. So it was a do or die moment. You either left Oberon in the stomach and ran for your lives, or you fought, killed this thing, and pulled him out and tried to save him. And you guys chose to fight. And fight you did until 2 more people were swallowed.
Never back down.
Huh?
What?
And thankfully, the person that cast Revivify wasn't swallowed, but you did have another means. You did have a potion. But with that, crazy finisher Ronnie over here, pulling it out.
My glorious king.
Poor Cedric, traumatized by his first real encounter with death, was pouring his heart and soul into trying to go back in time to save you guys, because he didn't know y'all had any Revivify magics. He just saw the bodies get cut out of the dead monster that were half melted by stomach acid and go, "This has gotta work!" Focused on his amulet with everything he had, just willing to go back in time some amount of time to save it, make a difference. And everything went back. So you guys woke up where you guys had rested earlier that morning. But with all of your memories, all of your experiences, you had the pain fresh on your memory of what just happened to you guys, and came to. Quickly discussing the events of such a revolutionary thing to go back in time. The amulet worked. Whatever you guys had done, whatever you guys had worked on the night before, had set some kind of anchor point in time, and were able to come back to it. So, you guys were like debating whether or not to go down the same path, and Aaron is very much valuing this Fae. I need answers. This is told to me in a dream about this cave. The great Dokebib has also declared that this is the way for us to get answers for what is going. As you guys push forward, anticipating all of the interactions, handedly solving them and talking to them, getting a lot more information your second time around, exhausting all the dialogue options, and the Dokebib handling the encounter for you guys, and taking care of the people in the cave. You guys pushing through the portal. And instead of blending the fairies, you scared them away and told them to buzz off. And with that, you guys...
Fairy smoothie would have been so tasty.
Second chance.
Fairy smoothie. But with that, you guys didn't need directions from the tavern. So you went forward, being careful, using pass without a trace, making a stealth check, going at a slower pace, being mindful of where y'all encountered this thing before. And y'all were able to skirt its presence and make past. And you arrived at a point of interest that you were told about, the Temple of the Red Oak. And this temple is just merely on the path to where you guys are going, on the directions. However, curiosity is piqued with Relaine. And with Oberon's blessing of, you don't get to do anything. Rain never gets to do anything. Let's have him have one thing this time. Everybody agreed. And off you went down towards this temple, a druidic temple that you see a wonderful red oak that was at the center. 3 bridges spreading off from that on the main bridge. You guys were exploring and trying to figure out how to get in. Boot, going up to the main door and using some druidic magic, unknowingly unlocked the door. But with Relaine's help, having enough strength, started to slide the door open. And as the door was moving, and the sheer weight and size of these doors shuddering the ground and the peace of this tranquil outside of this temple, you guys, 2 of you, saw a shadow. Actually, you saw 2. I think it was you too.
Yep.
Yeah. Saw a shadow in the water move by. Quickly trying to do a fast investigation. Said, I can't miss. Magic missile. And the bolts flew down, and they had to quickly change directory at the speed of this thing as it streaked through the water, as you saw the glowing darts disappear in the water and hit, and this thing stop, spiral in itself, and the water on the surface ripples before it shoots up out of the water with its giant teeth and body. This massive leviathan that you guys see before you, blue, teeming with blue and silver, these red-like spikes that come off the top of the crest of its head and down the back of it. They are arcing with lightning. And that's where we're going to roll initiative, guys.
Did somebody give me
You give the alacrity.
plus a D8?
I had advantage on initiative.
I couldn't remember who I gave it to. I figured it was
I'll just keep my
you or
first
Boo.
I rolled the same thing.
Pretty well.
I rolled the exact same thing. I rolled 2 12s.
Durr.
I'm not going last this time, guys.
Aw, dang it.
It's a natural 20.
Wow.
Does he use lightning? I know exactly what to do.
Lightning.
Can't tell.
That's what you got to do.
Taste lightning.
Lightning. It took me a second, but I got there. Gosh, that was a great movie. I haven't watched Ratatouille in forever.
This cup does really good at like keeping things cold, but it was so much that the ice was all stuck, so I couldn't get the straw to the bottom of the cup. So I couldn't
I was
try to
wondering what you were doing over
dig
there.
through the ice.
Burning
It's
butter?
very
Yeah.
frozen.
Fighting that cup.
There's a mobile butter churner with you?
Yeah, it's definitely
Just
it.
knocking on butter.
But I got it.
Amish
So it's
lifestyle.
fine now.
Sour bread, then chicken, and down it goes.
Slurp down that butter. You're welcome.
All
Had
right.
an emotional relationship
32-20.
25.
29.
28.
Oh my god.
Dang!
Roll good.
20.
You are going last.
I'm going last.
Oh. What'd you
A
get?
16.
Oh.
I had advantage. I rolled 2 12s.
Normally that's good.
You're 29.
29.
28.
25.
24.
And then me at 20.
Full bag.
You did good, really. We're proud of you.
That's really good for me, actually.
Yep.
That's almost as good as it gets.
Sorry.
What was yours again, Pooh? Sorry.
25.
This is a gargantuan-sized creature.
Yes.
Okay.
You big old boy.
He looked like it. Just double checking.
I just have the one on the screen.
Okay, can you move
So, yeah, I can move it.
Yeah.
We could use something
I got
else,
tech.
but
That's fine.
there's nothing that's quite the same fitting, I feel like.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get everybody's down.
Use a bunch of second level spells, but not my third or fourth.
There's also a dragon down there, but he has hands.
That's true.
Can you give me a water? Order?
All right. 20 to 0.
I got a 16.
And I got a 20.
All right.
Thank you so much. You're actually gonna have water today and not just a monster.
Good decisions.
Cedric got a natural one.
Character.
Dang.
I had 2 monsters
Very
yesterday, so.
Cedric like.
He's a little bit scared,
He's in
but
training.
You
but
would think that since we just came out of, near TPK, he'd be more alert, but
You would think.
incorrect.
I mean, everything just came busting out of the water. It just, what do you mean?
It's okay, altitude. We understand.
Oh my god. That's so rude.
At least he tries to do things.
Yeah, that's true.
He's never gone invisible once. Come on.
Not yet.
He's tanking it,
Man,
man.
He's getting
Make my life easier.
He's getting a real good grip on that.
Are ya? You're up first. What do you do?
Oh, that's where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Nope.
have no clear line of sight from where you
Cool,
are.
cool.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 100. Roughly 120, 130 feet away in a straight line.
Yeah,
You don't have a clear line, and that tree's massive.
right. That's what I figured.
So you could try to swim through the water, get to the other side.
Maybe don't do that.
You know I should have water walked,
Yeah.
yes.
Bad vibes.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
And you're in a tree.
I am in a tree, yeah.
Tree
Am
Oh,
I
good.
able to
You're up
also-
next, so be thinking what you're doing.
Can
So
we
it'll
get
I have
fast.
Tree.
clarifying questions once I get there.
Okay.
But
I'm scared.
Can I, if I flew over here, could I get in this tree?
How far can you fly?
It's just 10 feet up in the air. That's it.
Yeah.
And then same as walking speed.
'Cause 30 for your walking speed?
35.
35? No, I don't
Okay.
make it.
What if you just flew 10 feet over?
You could just hover over the water, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to just hover over the water?
Yeah, so I'll just kind of come up and But I don't want to do. Well, am I able to stay there until the
I don't
next
know.
turn?
Can you?
I mean, I
Let me
just
see.
stay. Hovering.
Does it say hover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
think you
stay 10
can.
feet over.
I think you
Okay,
can.
cool. Then
I
that's what
think
I'll
so,
do.
right?
I don't know. I need to see the feature.
Pretty sure.
Reading the feature explains the feature.
Are you using your Fey flying?
Bay wings. Yeah.
What do they look like?
Light, transparent wings. Fly speed of 30 feet, allowing you a certain degree of flight. They can only fly up to a height of 10 feet.
Yeah, you can just
And
hover.
it's just always.
Okay.
You don't have
If-
hover, but you can stay flying.
Right.
Okay. If anybody was looking, they'd see these like cherry blossom petals get fluttered out from behind her as these wings emerge, and she go flying across the water.
And then I'm gonna shoot it.
Yep. It's gonna have some cover, but you can still give it a go.
Okay. And then since the day reset, I can still use my oak bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will.
Swift death.
Yes, swift death.
To my
who
enemies.
wronged me.
Got it.
You have sharpshooter, right? So cover won't matter.
Do you have sharpshooter?
What
Not
level are you?
yet.
They took alert last
Um,
thing.
Observe it.
I took
Observant?
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's
You have advantage.
thank God. That's not that much better. That is going to be
Is there a
16.
range on your oath bow, or is it doesn't matter?
It's a long
150.
roll. Yeah,
If it's a longbow, it's 120.
so it would be a straight roll, I think. At this, I'm not sure how far away he is, honestly.
It was like 130, so it's probably fine.
Okay.
Should be
I just didn't know if there was on picking an enemy, or is that just as far as you can see?
For the oath bow, it's
Yeah,
as far
you're
as you
good.
can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
You're good.
16.
16 on
Yeah,
your
first hit.
at advantage?
Yes.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm afraid that goes wide.
That's going to be
26.
26.
That'll hit.
Or let me just roll. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right. So. And then plus to that. Okay, cool. So it's 6, 7, 8, 12. 19 points of damage.
Ooh, let's go.
Are you planning to tank this, or are you gonna run away?
All right. So at the end of your
I'm past my
turn,
fourth
it is
spell,
going
so
to
hopefully it's done
use 2 legendary actions. To use a lightning charge. As you see, its arc on its back starts to strike between the different prongs on its back as it almost kind of coils into like a snake-like pounce before springing forward and clawing through. Is going to move through Oberon and Cedric. I need you guys both to make dexterity saving throws. Somebody roll for Cedric.
Oh my god,
I got him.
Cedric's dex saving throw
9 on the die.
is +3.
So 12.
That's not good.
No bueno.
I got a 23.
You're good, sir.
Thank you.
All right. So
Try my best.
with that, going to take you don't take any. You're good. You slip out of the way. But Cedric's going to take 13 lightning damage and is paralyzed until the end of its next turn. So
Ooh, that's rough.
as he
It's
is
next turn or its next turn?
its next turn.
Okay.
So until the monster comes back up, he's paralyzed. So he's stunned, and he took 13 damage. And
Should be okay.
I don't think there's anything else that can do for there. The legendary action is done. I'm going to move him in just a second. But you are now up. What's your clarifying questions, Elwyn?
How high up am I in this tree? How tall is this tree?
I was going to say 30 feet.
30 feet high? Okay. that
Yep,
sounds
and you're
good.
kind of the boughs of it are over the water.
Okay. So can I see Aaron from where I am currently at?
It
Or is there
is
too much brush?
A little bit difficult because there are other trees in that area, and she's up 10 feet off the ground, off the water, so
Okay, I'll go like
it's a bit tough.
I'll go down. So if she's only 10 feet above the water, if I go down like 10 feet, 20
You'll
feet,
be
I'll be
able
able to see her. Okay.
Yep.
I'll go down about 20 feet or so.
Because you have fly on you, right?
Yes, I do. I have constant flying. And then, so I'll go down about 10 feet, and then I'll go over just a little bit. So I'll go like 5, 10, 15, 20-ish. And then I'm going to cast Haste
Ooh.
on Aaron. So I'll be concentrating on that. And then I'll use the rest of my 10 feet of movement speed to just go straight up to the nearest cover of branches that I can get to and kind
Okay.
of just hang out there. Not taking the hide action, but trying to obscure myself just slightly. And then that should be everything that I can do.
I already forgot his name. Wow. Is Cedric prone as well?
No.
Okay.
He is just paralyzed and still standing there. So as that ends your turn, the beast is going to take a legendary action and is going to make a claw attack against Cedric. I just rolled it while you were finishing your turn. As the claw comes across towards the paralyzed Cedric, it has advantage on the attack, and upon landing, it crits, dealing 19 Sorry, 21. I didn't have that. 21 damage to him.
So he's taking 33 so far. Is he looking
He
bloodied?
took 13 and then 21, so for 34.
34. Is he looking bloodied?
Cedric?
Yeah.
He is, for
Okay.
sure. For cereal.
So he's about half.
Let me get to this side here. Goodness gracious. Alright, so with that, now it's Boo.
Okay.
And Sandal.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna double my movement. And I wanna try to run up its tail. And
He's a little bit further away. I'm sorry, I will move him. You may still be able to.
Yeah, with your insane movement, probably.
He's over there. now.
Okay, so I can change shapes as a bonus action. So I can dash if I have to, which will give me 140.
Okay.
So
March it,
I'm
march
gonna
it.
try to run up and jump onto his head.
Yeah, you got 100 to try to get all the way up there.
Okay.
This is a difficult thing to get. One thing to be on its body. It's another to try to get on its head.
I'm gonna try.
It's difficult.
I'm gonna
alright?
jump or climb up. I'm trying to get on his head.
All right, so make an acrobatics check as you are flying with speed and fury.
Oh no. Our glorious king.
So, what is the issue here? As you run, you're making perfect steps and leaps, and as you do, the residual lightning that is still emanating from that charge catches you, and you feel one of your legs just go completely numb. And you fall off to the side, splashing into the water. You're in the water right now, and you still have, you said how much movement speed that you had?
I have
140?
140 if I dash.
You still have 40 movement speed left.
I guess I'll use 20 to get up if that's a thing in the water.
As you're riding yourself, your one leg, it's really not cooperating.
Fine, we don't need one leg. We're gonna turn into an octopus. A giant octopus.
Is there an octopus over there? I can't remember if we ever had.
No, I don't have
I don't
it.
think so.
I had like the tentacle thing. But I don't know where it is. Oh well.
Either way, we're gonna get up to his side and turn into an octopus and give him a big octopus hug.
Ayo. Alright, so you skirt up onto the land now, right beside him. You're on just the ledge of this right here. And you're going to make an attack.
No, I dash, so I will not be attacking.
Alright. That's the end of your turn, sir?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright. So, as you end your turn, within striking distance of him, lightning seems to just arc off of him in this aura around him. You take 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And make a con save, right? No, there's no con save for wild shapes. It's fine. Yep, you're good. So no concentration for that. And now we have your on.
Me?
With Relaine on deck.
Swap me out.
Be thinking.
I'm gonna go invisible,
He go invisible.
and then I'm going to bonus action dash to get like here.
So what's your total movement speed with that? 70?
60.
60. So you're going to have to measure out a little bit.
So you're looking at like 10, 20,
Ish there.
30. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Cool.
Pencil's about 30 itself too, so it's good measurement to keep.
Don't worry about it.
That's all you can do?
Takes an action to go invisible.
Yep. Action invisible, bonus action sprinting away, all your movement. That's all you got. So now we go to Relaine.
Alright, as my action, we're going to use Twilight Sanctuary.
And you just saw Boot, like, yeet himself into oblivion with incredible speed to go kersplash.
And
into octopus.
we...
He didn't see that part. That's on the other side.
We're going to try and not get too close to this thing. As my bonus action, I'm going to give myself a fly speed equal to my walking speed with Steps of Night, and we're going to fly about 10 feet up in the air, move about 20 feet forward, so we'll end up somewhere around there.
Okay.
It's not to scale.
If you put it on its
Yes.
side, it'll be about 10 feet up.
My turn.
So specific.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, just a little tiny logo.
Yeah. My little chinky.
I guess technically then if we're
That's it for me.
Hey, we got our height terrain differences here. All right, so that's the end of yours. And now we have
HP.
your turn.
It's gone.
Let me just throw that back.
That's okay. I'm going to action use my chromatic warding. So for the next minute, I'm immune to lightning damage,
Nice.
oh
Let's
solid.
go.
and then I'm going to cast a third level healing word on Cedric.
What a move. What a move.
Good move.
Boss.
Snaps problem.
All right,
No time.
Cedric heals for 12.
12.
That's good.
That's the end of my turn.
As you quickly have lightning streak off at the end of your turn and hit you from this aura. Don't feel it. One, you welcome it.
I love lightning.
You feel as if it's recharging you. Ah, portable phone charger.
I spell slot now.
What is this power?
That's the charging station.
With this monster in our pocket. All right.
It hits you with the lightning attack, you get overcharged like Iron Man.
Where's my gauntlet turned back on? My gauntlet turned back on! I'm out of here!
System power at 140%. All right, so it is now the Big Bad's turn, as he is going to.
What do we do next?
I wanted to jump on his head and ink cloud him.
He's gonna do it up.
Don't ever get to do anything.
Jump on his head, bear grapple.
He is. Got shot by Aaron. He didn't like that.
What?
Who even is that?
I know what he's gonna do. So he is going to look at the paralyzed target, and he is going to take a bite attack on him.
Is he still? Is it the end of his turn? That
It's
he's
the end of the
okay.
creature's
Yeah.
turn.
So,
So
it's still
close.
paralyzed,
So close.
and that's gonna hit and crit. So let's see if we can kill Cedric right here and there.
Well, we kill two birds with one stone if that happens.
Ew.
Unless he already knocked somebody up, and then it's fine.
I got a
Ew.
backup character.
All right, so that is.
I don't. We're gonna stay alive.
I didn't think I did until I was talking to Isaac before the session.
That's going to be
I
33
just play Relaine
points
Sister.
of damage from the
Ouch.
bite attack.
Uh-huh.
And that puts him at taking 55 points of damage after that heal, leaving Cedric at 1 hit point.
Whoa!
Oh
now,
my.
now the claw attack comes in.
Oh.
This kid's going.
That's
through it,
bad.
man.
That'll hit. All right. So with that, the claw comes striking across. Doesn't matter what I roll. He goes down. Still paralyzed, and now the big monster is going to slip off into the water and go under.
It's gonna take attack of opportunity, right?
Correct.
I'm not gonna punch it.
Yeah.
21.
Yes, that'll hit.
It is now grappled and restrained.
Let's
It
go.
can make an escape on its turn.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Let's go.
I love octopus.
It's an escape. It's DC 16.
Oh, that's so
That's
solid.
so great.
That's amazing.
I have no answer for that. Yeah. So as you wrap the tentacles, locking one of his limbs under the other, he tries to lurch forward, and your stubborn octopus self is somehow
I got one
keeping
wrapped
this.
down the tree.
Yeah.
Weird
Yeah.
boy.
You start to feel your body stretch, but you're holding him. Yeah. Impressive. So with that, that's gonna be his turn. That sucks. Let's go. All right, Cedric is now up.
Well, he's down.
Let's save.
Okay. All right.
It would have been funny if he was like, Cedric is now up.
Right? That would have been so good. Right.
And
Missed opportunity.
at the end of Cedric's turn here,
Thanks.
the monster's not too big happy about this. He can't use his movement because of you constricting him. So he's going to use claw attack. I wonder, is there a size constraint to grappling?
Depends on if it says it or not.
It says if the target is a creature, it is grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained.
Let's see. How large is your
fun.
character?
How what?
Is it like a large size character?
He's a giant
Uh,
squid.
Is it, how big is it, gargantuan?
It's a large beast.
So you can grapple to 2 sizes bigger, I think.
So that
So-
would be
Huge
Huge gargantuan,
So he
I
just
think.
barely
I
did it.
think.
Yeah, because it was large, huge gargantuan, so he could barely do it.
kind of nuts.
I'm gonna look up the rule just in case.
All right. While we do that, he's gonna use one legendary action to use a claw attack on the octopus, and that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, it's.
It's gonna roll his damage.
Let's see. No, it is
One size larger.
one size larger.
Okay. All right. So unfortunately, can't be bound in place here. So we can cancel this damage, or we can roll with the story of you somehow tripped him up.
Just roll with it because it doesn't have this doesn't have a size restriction on it at all. But
It's just grapple rules in general.
True. So I'm gonna say he moves and he jumps in the water. Do you want to go with him?
yeah,
All right. So you're along for the ride, which is not a problem. I mean, you're right where you want to be, right? So as it dips into the water and it goes under, you guys quickly see how it just seems to disappear into the water, quickly moving down below the surface. You feel yourself yoinked deeper underwater rather quickly.
so
It's a decent amount of move speed.
if it's taking me down, the octopus has an ability. It doesn't say that it's a recharge. So would I be able to use it any time? It's a recharge ability.
If it's it would be used as an action as a recharge.
We
Okay.
could just bail and go inside the temple and close the doors because I don't think he can get it in. That's druid magic.
But we also have to deal with it when we leave, too.
Well, maybe he'll just go away after we go inside.
Right.
That's wishful thinking.
The only issue is Boot is currently.
Well, I mean, the worst thing that happens is we still have to fight him. What we're doing now.
I can get away from it.
Yeah. It's just
So-
a matter of getting everyone in and getting the doors closed.
Yeah.
And they're really far away.
Massive
It moves. Cedric does his death save, and he's still going to do the claw attack against you. You are going to take 18 slashing damage as it tries to scrape you off of it. And that is going to be that. And we go to Arya
So,
with Teshin on deck.
is this thing just like fully underwater? Like I can't see it?
Correct.
Okay. That's great. Alright.
You can hold your action.
Oh.
You can hold your action until it resurfaces, which would cause you to use your reaction, and then you'd be able to make 3 attacks.
Isaac, did you get
I
the
will do
sending
that.
stone back?
I don't remember.
Can I hold my action?
As a holding your action,
You only get one
s-
attack.
You only get one attack.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yep.
you just only get one attack. You don't
Yep.
get your full attack action.
You don't get your full
Okay, but with haste,
even,
even with that?
Yep.
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay.
So with that, as it disappears underwater, you are holding.
I'll still hold my action and wait for it to reappear for just
Alright.
the one.
Sounds good.
This one.
And at the end of your turn, it's going to make another claw attack.
Not really.
Ah, yes. Stay 10 feet above the water when this
That is going
massive
to be-
creature is
I didn't
under there.
think about that.
20 to hit.
And IC is 11, so
Too late now.
Yeah, probably hit almost no matter what. You're going to take 13 slashing damage. And now it is Peshin.
I'm gonna vortex warp. Can I even see? Hold on. Can I see Cedric? Actually, that's a good question.
From where you are, that tree's pretty massive, so I would say probably no.
Okay. Can I skirt around 30
Do
feet?
you have 60 feet of movement? Or
No,
30?
just 30. I just need a finger.
I'd say no, because he's on the ground. No.
No.
No matter which way you go, you're not going to be able to see him.
That's fine. I don't even technically know he's down then, so if that's the case. I'm gonna...
You feel yourself start to flicker out of... No.
Stop it.
He's down! He's down!
Just throw a healing potion. There you go.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna fly another 30 feet just straight upwards. More like Dublin. Well, I'll probably not go that super high. I'm gonna
Dublin,
go
Ireland.
Oh,
he committed.
Elwin's dead.
30. I'm gonna get there. It's
Rest in
okay.
peace,
I'm gonna be
Elwin.
about, just for you, for reference, probably about 50, 45 feet up, somewhere
Okay.
in there.
Alright.
We'll say 45 feet above the ground, and I'm
sounds
gonna
bueno.
hold my action to cast a spell once he becomes.
What is the spell?
It is Tasha's Mind Whip.
That is a level
2.
2. Alright, that will be expended if you don't get to cast it. But you can hold it as long as you hold concentration. Alright, so...
Hold your door.
Actually, that's a good point. Can I do that if I'm already concentrating on the spell?
Technically, no. I'm pretty sure
me see.
not.
We gotta get you potions of haste.
You can go ahead. I'll just dodge if
Gotta start
not.
making them.
Okay. So you move, do all the things, blah blah blah. At the end of your turn, it's going to do another attack. Beat 11. It does. That is 13 points of slashing. And you're still chilling, as just starting to have calamari and trying to pull off your tentacles. But after that, it now goes to your turn.
Alright, I'm going to use my little thing.
And you are underwater currently. I'm just not going to place your token where
Yeah.
it is to let everybody know.
Well, I would need to know where I am, right?
I could text you. What do you want to do?
Text me, because that's just going to depend. Like,
You're
it's gonna
underwater a lot. You're deep.
matter. So I don't need all the information
I'll dodge.
to make a decision.
Dodge.
Because information's not important.
You would estimate you're 40 feet underwater. As that helps.
Everybody close your eyes and point at the screen.
Alright, where am I located on his body? Like,
You were like towards
Front
like
leg,
the
back
front
leg.
legs because that's what you were trying to bind up.
alright, I want to try and turn my bucus towards his face.
All right.
And I'm going to ink cloud.
Ink cloud.
It's a 20-foot radius, and then after that, I can use a bonus action to dash. I have 60 feet of movement, so I'm going to, with 120 feet of movement, return to the surface and climb back on the side.
Why is it 120?
Because I'm going to use my bonus action to dash, and my movement underwater is 60.
He has 60 feet regular
Get a
movement.
bonus action.
And
It's
then
part of the ink cloud ability.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So with that, you would surface completely
Yeah.
after doing the ink cloud. There's no save. There's no nothing for him to try to see you or hit you.
If
It's
he's
just
blinded, he can't take opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, the area is heavily obscured, and
Well,
so
that's
that,
yeah, you're good.
yeah.
You ink cloud it up and shoot towards the surface. You break the water exactly where you are.
Yeah, and then I will transform back down into regular sandal. And then-
On the land though.
Yeah, oh yeah, on the land. And then whatever movement I have left, 5 feet or 10 feet, whatever, I'll start moving towards Cedric, who is down.
Oh yeah, you see him down on the ground,
And then
slightly twitching from the lightning. And you easily dash away from this guy, no problem.
Problems.
And now it goes to you're up.
So you guys will go into the thing and get away from this thing? Words.
Disembodied voice.
Seems as good a plan as any.
Okay. I'm gonna triple my movement and go inside if I can.
So you have
The
90
doors were
Still
I started opening, but I don't
Pretty-
know how far I got.
they're pretty thick and pretty big. So I'd say that like you're the smallest, you probably can get through.
Okay.
Ryan has no chance.
How many pushes can I make there?
Because you can move 90 feet.
Yeah.
75. Be somewhere around here.
Okay. Go with the bud. At the end of your turn, temporary hit points.
Yeah.
I already have 12.
Oh, then we're big chillin'. And now it's Relane's turn.
I am going to move 60 feet. So that's
Unless you need to
10,
see the creature to be able to give them temporary hit points.
30,
No, you don't have to do that. As long as
60.
it's
No,
within-
I don't think it's. I can look in a second, but I don't think it specifies. I think it
So
just
choose
the
a
creature.
within range.
Yeah, I think I just choose a creature within range.
You'd have to
And
know.
then.
How are they gonna know?
How would they know?
How would they
because
know?
he's
I don't-
technically not hidden.
Yeah, true. But his passive stealth and his passive perception.
He is a wisdom character. His perception is probably decent.
It's not that good.
I'm trying to help you.
I appreciate it. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to Healing Word Cedric at 2nd level.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
those D4s.
Was what word do you say?
Get up!
Wake up! Get good, kid.
Wake up!
Wake up!
So he gets 8 HP.
Ooh, juicy.
And
He ate.
We'll see. My temp HP can only get better than it was. Cool. And that's the end of my turn.
Well, bueno. We now go to Valkyrie,
Cool.
also known as Opera.
I'm gonna hold my action using my force pistol, and I'm going to wait till it emerges.
I totally forgot you had that.
What is this?
5 sessions at least.
So yeah, you have this thing aimed and ready. Sick. And now it goes to its turn.
You get 8 temp HP.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
I clean 60 right now.
Nice.
Okay. You guys don't see it. It's still underwater somewhere. That's its full turn. And now it is Cedric's turn as he's gonna stand up and he goes, "Which way to safety?"
I'll point him in the direction of the river.
He starts moving that way.
Sanctuary!
And he's just onto that side. He goes, "Thank you. Gosh, why is it every time?"
He gets 9 temp HP at the end of his turn.
That's beautiful.
It's okay. At least you
Did
were-
we factor him having temp for the first time? I don't think we did. He wouldn't have gone down immediately. Probably.
He's not our ally then.
That's right.
Also, I didn't have temp HP, so I don't know if we had it.
Oh yeah, we did not have Twilight Sanctuary for that
Okay.
fight.
Yeah,
You went
everybody
down too
would have
fast.
gotten temp HP at the end of the Devil Joe fight.
Well, it didn't matter.
Right, but that was the last day,
Right,
so
so
then
I
there's none.
don't think anybody would have had
Yeah,
temp
nobody
HP.
would have it.
Before we went into the portal, somebody told me that I had 12 temp HP. for
Yes,
the
we had it
last
for that
one.
fight.
Okay.
Well, we don't do that fight.
No. Before
Doka
we
beeped
even
it.
went into the temple, somebody, or not the temple.
We're saying the
the
same
portal.
thing. Yes. Correct.
Right.
The first fight that we had
Correct.
temporary HP, and then waking up the next day we
Second,
did not have
did
temporary hit
Yeah,
points.
got it.
Yeah.
So I should not have temp HP.
Should not.
Okay.
Until he
But-
gives you some.
But you
What-
weren't
what
unique.
did
We
you
have 8.
Correct.
Good to know.
So many things happened. with
We just
time.
have to, it's just timey wimey.
Just time stuff.
Cedric is going to cast Mirror Image on himself.
Oh, smart boy.
as you guys see duplicates of him. Ah, now he's more a pain in the butt. And
He's 4 times as annoying.
at the end of that, it is now the legendary actions are going to be used, as the lightning charge is going to be used, and Big Bad Crazy is going to emerge underneath Arya.
Arya. Okay. Oh, sorry. You have a +2 bonus to armor class.
And advantage on dex saves because of.
Yep.
It would
He
be
looked dead.
touch forward. I rotated him.
That's the other one.
Cool.
What about second?
What
sea
about his
dragon?
sister?
What about those?
Alright. So, as you see him just rotate like crazy and spin around and just ready to kill everybody, he spirals up, launching through the air. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, first you get your attack because you see him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And your whip is in range?
He can't. He didn't do that because.
Oh, yeah, you're dodged. Yeah.
Dodged.
That is 16,
16.
right?
Can I barely
Yes.
see him through the tree line?
No, unfortunately.
Okay,
that
that's
that
fine.
red oak's huge.
Okay, that's fine.
16.
16.
Oh wait, that's not with advantage. I am not.
Why do you have
17.
advantage?
Otho.
No, this is a save.
Oh.
Oh no, you're
Oh, I
attacking.
attacked,
You're
yes.
attacking. Miss. I'm so sorry.
17.
Now
Also misses.
also misses.
Okay.
But now you need to make
Now
the
dexterity
save.
saving throw. That. Do I have advantage? Did you say I have advantage on dexterity?
Because
saving
haste.
throw?
Because of haste, yes.
Oh, you do.
Pretty good. That's a dirty 20.
What was the first one?
I don't know.
Bad.
Yeah, it was.
A 4?
Yeah.
So thanks to
Plus
haste,
7, 11.
you are not paralyzed. Haste is so nice.
It
Do you
is.
still fly paralyzed?
No.
She would drop.
She would drop.
Into
I
what?
would not.
Yes.
She do. Me. Yes.
So with that, you aren't paralyzed, and you don't even take the lightning damage from this. But this thing is now emerged out of the water there, and it is like swimming up on the surface, and lightning is arcing off of it and all around. And now it's your turn.
Cool.
Run away, get in.
You can use your hasted action to disengage, run super far away,
Yeah.
and then still have 2 attacks if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Because your movement speed is double too.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. So disengage. Dash. Wait. Yes.
Yes.
You
70
get
feet.
double movement anyway.
Yeah.
So 70
Okay. So
feet.
just
Which way do you want
disengage.
to go?
And I'm gonna go that way.
70 feet.
Yeah.
You could also Hunter's Mark him if you wanted to as a bonus action. Do a little bit more damage.
Sure.
So many things.
No, hard time keeping up with them all.
Hey.
And I can find my nose.
No, wait
You
for
want to be an
that.
octopus again?
Potential creature. Looks like seagrass.
So that's gonna be so many. 26 to hit on the first one.
Oh yeah.
See if you have a crit though.
Oh yeah.
And 28 on the second.
Yeah. That'll hit. Both hit.
Beautiful. Let me roll this damage. Uno momento.
As you are fluttering and flying, buzzing with extreme speed, there's these little cherry blossom petals that like follow her as they like seem to come out of where her wings are, and as she leaves a small trail of these blossom petals as both arrows fly through and striking true, almost like in between some of the scales in the exact same spot. The grouping on your arrows is tight as it is reeling in pain from this attack.
11 points for the first hit.
Hey.
Nope, sorry. Hold on. 17 points for the first hit.
That makes a difference.
20, 22, 28 for the second.
Hey. That's a lot. That's a lot. Can you stop? Hold it. Put her in first.
And then, am I over the ledge?
Yeah.
Can I not be flying anymore? I just want to be on the ground for now. Thank you. Cool. And that's my turn.
Haste is great.
It really is.
It saved your life.
Don't come at me.
Now, Miss Teshin.
I'm going.
As you see this large, massive beast, all alone with you on this side of the sanctuary.
Yeah.
You have them all to yourself.
Yep. I'm going
Just
to.
go ahead and beat him real quick.
What would you like
This
to
is a
do?
spell now.
Are we fighting or running? That's the question.
How hurt does this thing look? Just from like, I guess, well, Aaron's the only one that can see it right now.
That was the biggest substantial hit of anything y'all done so far,
I will
and what you did the first damage to. So yeah.
cast Chill Touch. So you just see a spectral hand fly at this creature and try to rip some life force and steal some years of his life off of him. So that's just gonna be an attack roll.
Dead.
It's a 20 to hit.
20. That'll hit.
Woo! And he's going to take 7 points of necrotic damage, and he cannot heal.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to bonus action, Misty Step 30 feet up, and then fly 30 feet up.
A big, tall.
You're just over 100.
I'm running away for a little bit.
It activates its lightning jets and flies.
I'm actually going to angle it so that I'm like above the tree.
When did that thing get a
So
jetpack?
hold on. So I'm
It's a Boeing 737.
45 feet up already.
Yeah.
So I'm 75 feet up in the air. Actually, I'm not gonna Misty Step. I'm just gonna fly up 70. I'll be 75 feet up.
And then move over.
And then move
The
over.
rest.
So actually, with the back area in the other room, probably about 60 feet in the air. We'll call it.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
We like it. Even numbers. So, with this, we now have Sandal.
Are we fighting or running?
I'm finding it, but
I just
you-
need. I was right.
You just need
I
time.
was right above it, so I just felt the need to attack it as I kind of ran away. I'm kind of doing both,
Kind of want to fight it.
but I can dash. Like I can literally get there in one turn probably, so I
I'm
have time.
so far away now.
Alright,
A couple turns, we were going into the thing.
Or maybe
Alright.
I'm kidding stuff.
I'm kind
How
of
far
finding
is
it
it?
as I go, you know.
Probably too far.
I am the only
That's
one
too
who
far.
agreed to running, and that's because I'm trying to not kill this
Your body.
thing that might be
Yeah,
sacred to this
just-
temple.
Cast a 6th level magic missile at it.
Yo.
Fighting. I'm going to the temple.
That's
That's fine.
I'm headed that way.
I'm just, by the time I get there, he's gonna be dead.
maybe.
So, 24 force damage.
Okay.
And then I will.
Good thing it has shield. No.
I would laugh.
That'd be so funny.
I'll just move over here so I'm closer to Blaine in my turn.
Woo! You get 11 temp HP at the end of your turn.
It's like a warm hug.
How close is it to be? 30 feet?
30
Love
feet.
that. All right. You're up.
I don't want to be too grouped up is the issue.
Do it.
Yeah,
Guess I'll just go to the people. Dash
People
on
need you.
Liz.
The people need you.
Probably shouldn't be in the line.
Why?
Can't imagine why that would be detrimental at all.
Right next to Sea
I'm gonna
Drake
go
at 60
in the
feet.
dice case.
Please protect me. All right, that's the end of your turn. You can roll for better hit points if you get it. Attempts.
10.
Hey, now Relane's turn, and you are on deck.
Okay.
I am going to. What level is that? I could do. We'll outcast it for. Why not? Because that'll be better. I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Right on the creature.
What's your
because
range on that?
120 feet.
Well, I think you'll make it.
If I need to get closer, I can. But I should be. I think I'm within range.
Yeah, you're in.
Cool.
God bless you.
So you have this movie come down on top of it.
Yeah. And
Con save?
it needs to make a DC 15 con save.
It succeeds.
Takes half damage still. That's pretty good. 14 half to 7. And I believe that's it for that.
With this pulse of radiant damage,
Yes.
it hits exactly where those 2 clustered arrows are, and you see blood just start streaming out in little pulses. It is bloodied.
Boy.
Alright.
Do the noises again. Those were nice.
Good, yeah.
That's a good noise. And I
Jimmy used that one.
believe
If we ever have like an 8 or 9 hour session, all I'll do to ever describe a counter is all noises.
nice.
There won't be any words left.
I'm going to move up another 10 feet, so I'm 20 feet away from the ground.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Bueno.
And I get even more temp HP.
How high are you?
I'm at max now.
30. Snoop Dogg. Probably.
No, I'm 20 feet up.
He knows what's Khalifa at this point.
I'm staying within range of everyone feasibly that's on the ground.
I'm just asking because I'm going to come down next turn and get some of that juice.
That's the end of your turn?
Yes.
You're up.
All right, I'm gonna start moving. So right here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can see it now, right?
Yeah.
Boom, shoot my gun. Am I proficient with this thing yet? Because I've had it for a long time.
Yeah, you've practiced now with it a little bit.
Okay, that
You
is
practice shooting boot, too.
Did you shoot me? He's done so much damage to me. I
18,
forget.
18 hit.
18? Will just hit.
Awesome, that is 46 force damage. It's gonna take. I would not like to install an update. Thank you, though.
Are you sure?
Breaking me.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
I'm gonna do some shit.
I have a feeling you're just here for the zip line.
What?
At the wedding, I had Theo. There was a little zip line over
my
there when I was
God.
walking, and I had him on it, and I was like thinking that whole time,
Yes.
we're just here for that while the ceremony was going.
So good.
Yeah.
I got Hannah an ornament that is that
Nice.
zipline, yeah.
I'm a dingus. I'm sorry. I rolled my damage wrong because I upcast it. I get an extra D10,
How dare you?
which would have taken it to 24. So halved.
To 12.
Yeah. To
So
12.
5 more damage.
Yeah.
And I just did.
I don't know how I did that so quick, but we're there.
I did 18 force damage.
Heyo!
Nice.
Eat it, bud.
That's solid.
It
They
does
all
46.
seem to all be picking the same exact spot. It's like a perfect little target. A little bit of blood, a little bit of light, a little bit of arrows. Now, this force shot that just sunders the 2 arrows. Oh, we missed our target. There's a good gaping hole there. And now it's his turn.
It has to make another con save, I think, at the start of its turn.
That's poop. It succeeded.
All right. It still takes half damage.
Roll less.
Come at me, come on.
I actually rolled more by 1, so it takes 25 damage, halved again to 12.
Yep.
Solid. Nothing like that. All right, so it's going to move closer to Oberon that hit it
Cool.
most recently. As it gets closer, its mouth opens up, and you see lightning spinning and arcing in it in this giant ball. As you see the lightning start to arc from its tail across the spines on its back before connecting to its head and then shooting across here and just exploding in a massive ball of lightning.
Great.
You are unaffected because you are immune to lightning.
What a good day to be blue.
And it will not hit you. The radius is not large enough to get you way up in the sky.
Butterfly in the sky.
I just can everybody just humor me real quick? Can each person roll 2d10?
Wouldn't the tree be in the way? Because the tree's in the way for us every time.
Well, I mean, there's no in the way right here.
We're over here.
Yeah.
Right now. 13.
All right.
Oh, we put it in the
Yeah, I'm adding them all up together.
6.
All right, so that's 22, and then 28,
13.
41,
14.
54, 55, 15, 66 damage was what it would have been.
Wow.
So, no problem. Immune. Now it knows that you just kind of laugh.
Is that really all you can do? I just thought more from you.
And it
You're starting to sound like me. I'm
dives.
proud.
It dives underwater.
You can track it still, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hunter's
yeah.
mark.
I have the hunter's mark now.
You.
Welcome to the boot club. How's it feel?
And it can't heal at all to start your next turn.
Yep.
It's right beside you, underwater.
Nice.
It's deep enough that you can't see it,
Yeah.
but you know because of Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Right.
You can still attack it with
Right.
a straight roll, actually.
Straight roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of advantage.
So, but it is there. That is the end of its turn.
It's still within range. I can move Moonbeam into it.
Nice.
Because it's a
And
40-foot stone.
Cedric is now up. He goes, We're fighting! We're fighting! Where is it?
I don't know.
Jump in the water, find out.
Aye,
He's got mirror images, he's fine.
aye! Oh, Captain, my Captain! He's going to see that giant explosion of lightning, that ball, and rather than go this way, he's gonna go out here and try to get a line of sight on it. And he's like, "Think it's weak to fire?" And he's channeling up the spell.
You never know.
It's water right now.
So
Yeah, what
probably.
would happen if you cast Fireball? Would it just like dissipate as soon as it hits the water? Yeah.
It's a sauna.
Yep. Relax.
All me.
You can try that with James' tiny hut.
Yes.
Well, you know,
All right.
We have an infinite water source.
We do. We create a sauna! We can start a business.
Genius.
Perfect. My plans are made.
The more savings Zenith.
On the airship.
To save Zenith from knots.
We don't
and,
have an airship.
The toxins and
About 5 to 10 years have gone by. How do you guys feel? No. You guys have made quite a nice profit and relaxed from your hard adventuring 3 weeks. And
We definitely have 4 weeks now.
yeah, y'all are getting that 4-week mark.
Yeah.
That's a full-time month, you know. You don't even get overtime pay. Your body's been reformed, but it's being broken and back together.
40 years of the trade.
But it is going to use 2 legendary actions to lightning charge up out of the water and back to you.
Okay.
It needs you to make a dexterity saving throw. You have advantage again. Haste is so great.
Haste.
Please fail.
As long as our wizard stays far, far,
17.
far away.
You succeed.
Let's go.
As you have no issue, it seems to emerge out of the water and plummet right back down in. It is.
Poor.
Is it a reaction attack? Or is
She doesn't have a
Lightning.
melee out,
Oh, okay.
so
Was
she just has a range weapon.
as it
out.
came out, was he holding?
Unless
a
you want to try
fireball
to just punch.
I don't think I would.
spell? Was Cedric holding a fireball spell for?
As it did come out, he was holding Scorching Ray.
Ooh.
So 3 attacks here. Good note. With that though, all three.
Oh my god, no.
They just really get kind of muffled by the splash of the wave. So like they hit the wave and then hit his body, and you see a little sauna effect, and it just wasn't that effective.
Must be immune to fire.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. What did he die?
Nope.
Hold on, I'll go check his pulse.
You've got a better view up there. Man, if only I could fly.
Doing related, like.
And it is now your turn.
Yay, okay.
Arya.
So yeah, just a straight roll to shoot into the water.
Yeah.
Since I know where it is.
Yeah.
But just no longer at advantage since I can't see it.
Right.
So 3 attacks. That's gonna be 12.
Miss.
A natural 20.
Great, let's go.
And 13.
Miss.
So one of
Only
them
one
hits. Okay. So.
It's gonna use its nuh-uh ability.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. You're gonna start giving enemies divine deflection, man.
Just reflect all damage back to the person.
It's an ability some gods have where they just say a melee attack hits and they stay down.
So 25
cool.
on its own.
So 25 the year.
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh, wait.
This isn't a god.
Hold on.
So.
Not that we know.
I'll do
We're about to
that.
walk into a temple. Don't give him.
So double
This is their baby.
all of those dice except for the D8. So double all
Yeah,
of
we're
those
talking
dice.
This
size
is
here.
low
Is
rank,
this-
so there's a master rank one inside.
What are we talking size? Is this gonna go in the book as a large one, or?
Well, I mean, when you look at this one, it's pretty sizable. You've never seen any more before, but you have an
Plus
essence of like
8.
this thing's
Plus 6.
He ain't missing no meals, so we know.
Plus 6.
He's very well fed, actually.
Okay.
You definitely would
46
notice
points
at
of
this point
damage.
very well.
Oh man.
46.
Good lord.
Boy!
Good job. Did you do your bees as well?
Yes. Yeah, that was one of the B6s.
So you guys see what does your swarm look like when it hits and is applied and
It
damaged?
changes from like the flower petals to like higher embers.
Flower petals slapping it would have been so much fun.
And with that, it now goes to Teshin.
I'm going to. I can't even. Well, yeah, I can't even see it. So, it's. I'm gonna dodge.
A new Dodge Caravan.
Copy haste last turn, turn before, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna protect my concentration.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
I really can't do that much.
Thing swims, can't fly.
Yeah.
Are required.
I'm just gonna sit up here and take my entire turn making fun of Cedric.
I guess I too will cast Moonbeam on it at the 2nd level. So that'll be a con save of.
The moon do be beaming.
So that's the only cool thing I have to do.
Con save. Natural 20.
Yeah.
I want to look at the save then. It's going to be 2 of these.
I think you saved the DC
Two of
16.
Oh, well, 20 half to 10. That's a perfect roll.
Oh, look at there. All right, and anything else on your turn? Then we go to your on.
I'm
Also doing that.
Yeah.
gonna move over
Get
here.
another concentration ring.
Over here. Yeah. Nope, that's still in line with someone. Let's do.
I threw one on him.
It's fine.
The creature's probably gonna lightning breath me again because it saw
Three.
it didn't do
Yeah, we're
anything.
missing one.
We can pray.
We can pray.
Or just
Everybody knows I'm
Alright,
concentrating. It's okay.
True.
You just put
Does
magic
like
off on
120
top.
every
Okay.
time. Does nothing again.
Be close enough.
Do you have another magical effect for the other moonbeam?
Hmm.
Do you have another magical effect for the moonbeam? Beautiful. There we go.
All right. You're on, sure.
I'm just gonna sit there and
You,
look real menacing.
You're
invisible.
Can't see it, but I'm
You-
real scary.
You saw
Even you
roughly
see
the
that.
direction and the splash of everything.
Mhm.
You have an idea of where it is.
I can't do
And there's
anything.
2 spotlights shining on it right now
Also,
too.
it'd be a flat roll for you.
Technically,
There's only one spotlight.
There's only one until my turn when I move mine.
Okay, if I move, I don't even think I can get in range of them. I can move 60 feet and then shoot another 60 feet.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
So it's just a straight roll. You have advantage and then disadvantage. It's not super far below the surface like it used to be.
24 to hit.
Nice.
Okay.
This is not.
It is not sneak attack
Not sneak attack?
Yeah, you don't have
because you
advantage.
didn't have advantage.
And there's no ally.
Yeah.
It's not within
And there's no
range.
ally within range.
If you want, I can go swimming in there real quick.
Where's the octopus when you need him?
And,
9.
He didn't get to do anything cool.
I hit him.
Woo! Let's go.
It was almost.
if you kill him, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
No.
No way.
No.
How do you do so well and miss by only one hit?
Let's go! Relying, you're up! Cool. I'm moving. I'm flying 30 feet this way so I can see, and then moving my moonbeam 60 feet.
And you don't even have to do anything. As it,
I got one!
the lightning kind of twitches and arcs in its body as it floats on the surface.
I
And
want to dissect
twitches.
this thing.
I was gonna say we can make some cool armor.
Yeah, I have ideas for this.
First, the note off. You two still have advantage on wisdom checks because I didn't cast any other spells. You still have enhance ability on.
Sick.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah,
you-
I think this would be a
You're
nice addition to
remembering
my
all the
lightning
things.
staff.
I feel like I'm remembering none of the things.
You got sleep before you came.
Don't worry,
it's
I got
amazing
you.
how good your memory is.
He's got it all. I have no notes.
Your hunter's mark also lasts for an hour. So
So if you find a target, you just put it on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, 'cause I can. Yeah.
The real question is, does he float or does he sink?
He said he floated up.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
let's all drag him onto the surface.
Let's go.
Let's check it out.
All right. So as you guys use a little bit of your resources in flying and big, strong relaying, you guys pull this thing ashore onto the ledge here. I'll make it to where you guys can see it again.
And I'm gonna start ritually casting water walk.
Smart.
Since that might be
Solid.
useful. I
Smart.
feel like there might be water in this temple. I don't know why.
Could be.
We're going into a water temple? I hate those.
All right.
This is not nice, Mario.
So eventually, you guys start dragging this thing up and working on it and trying to carve it of its materials.
Yeah.
All right. How much time do you guys want to spend on this?
I mean,
I just want to get one of
Y'all
the
are-
cool spikes.
Y'all are probably
We're in the void,
midday-ish, like 2. So
we got.
there's still day-night cycles in the void.
Cool.
I think I need to need one of the spikes because I'm gonna put it on my staff of lightning and get it jiggered up. I think it'll be cool.
I care mostly about like the scales to make some cool armor.
Yeah, getting some armor would be cool for that.
All right.
So
with this, let's just do a group check from everybody. We're going to use nature for this as you guys are working
You do have
on
advantage.
Let's go.
trying to get this thing carved up without ruining any of the materials.
Spark inspiration on you. D8.
I'm looking for anything. I
Oh my lord.
Does anybody have anything really cool that helps them be able to cut through thick hide?
We have the Yeti Cooler, which is a +2 enchanted dagger.
Yep.
So that'd probably be pretty good for
I
skinning.
got a short sword.
But everybody
I have
else,
a small knife.
yeah, but none of those are enchanted, right?
+2, +1
Yes.
weapon.
+1.
All right. So between those two is
the
your
arc
best.
blade considered enchanted?
It's immune to lightning, so not that effective. It'd be like nothing.
I rolled a 25.
I figured, but
Sure.
just wanted to ask.
But with that, you get advantage because you're blade.
Nat 20.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So what is everybody's totals? We'll start over here.
1 moment. 26.
26,
23.
23.
13.
25.
22.
22. With that, you guys are like, oh, needle this over here. I'll pass that. Test this. And next thing you know, it takes you guys about better half of 2 hours to dress this thing down in a very suitable way. You have a few things to pull from this. You guys have 30 pounds of these blue Leviathan scales.
Nice. Nice. Nailed it.
Backstrap?
Huh?
Got some backstrap?
All right.
What the-
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys have plenty of rations if you feel like the meat's not off the table for y'all.
You know
So,
me, I'll eat it raw.
so with that, y'all, whatever y'all's carrying capacity for rations, y'all can be topped up. So we don't normally track it. So,
Any potion things?
Yeah.
You're going to find what were basically these like crazy blue crystals that you're going to call lightning gems, and you're able to get 6 of them.
Like a gizzard.
They were at the base of some of those spikes, and it looks like the spikes themselves aren't of any use, but these like channeled, focused, like crystal type things, whatever organ this is or thing, it channeled lightning through it. There's those, and you guys can take some of its teeth, so you guys can have probably a good 10 teeth that were intact and well-to-do, that are pretty large. Others are kind of insignificant. Is there any other things that you're all like, this should be kind of cool?
The horns.
All right. So
Gills.
The gem that is like a 1% drop chance. Can we get
yeah,
that?
you.
Wyvern gem.
Yeah.
That's kind of what y'all got with these.
Mhm.
That would be kind of what that is.
Okay, cool.
You can take them. They're not. They're like more like this thick, and not sharp or pointy. It's hard. It looked like just a raw piece of bone that's like been kind of sheared or broken, and that's how they like jut out from the top. They're not like a pristine horn.
You got plenty of that already.
So they're heavy. So you're looking at like one of those being like 30, 40 pounds.
Could we carve that out and
So-
make it be a 10?
You try to cut it, but how much time do y'all want to spend? So it's just
So how many?
It's difficult.
can I carry?
you can't carry that much.
You can make, like,
You've
potion
maxed
water
out your
running out of the
rations.
gills.
You guys are spreading out your scales between y'all's packs, and then you have these gems as well, which are like
Good
like
carrying capacity of a
this
large
size rocks.
creature.
Yes, yeah, but you still are like going to be like everyone's backpacks are stuffed, and you're like holding them all. You can carry it. Boy, are you not functional with it? You know.
Is there anything? Is this a wyvern?
No.
No. Okay.
I think it's a Leviathan.
It is considered a
Considering
Leviathan in this.
he told us Leviathan meat.
Okay. I missed it. Got it.
My really good spelling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Anything else that you guys like to do?
Go to the temple.
I figure we're going
Into
time
the
now.
temple.
I'm going to drop the.
You
map.
guys look around. Cedric is nowhere to be seen.
Cool.
As you guys quickly purview, as y'all have been stashing everything around.
Should we dump the body into the river and like clean up so that there's no trace of it dead? Just in case.
Sure.
Feed the fishies.
Also, where's Cedric?
Where did that little rascal go?
Cedric!
Is the door the same amount?
You
open?
guys see
Cedric's not gonna be able to push those
the
doors.
carved and like cut open like corpse and stuff. The head starts to pick up and move.
Is that Jimmy?
As Cedric is inside the mouth puppeting it.
It's alive! Fireball!
Closes the mouth. It's missing a lot of teeth. You can kind of see through one of the gaps where the teeth are.
I'm just gonna walk up and slowly just pull them out.
Hello.
Our suture.
It was a good joke. I'm not helping you clean up. Walk away.
There's water. He's kind of.
He can't get in the water. He has water walking.
So it's not able to will. He's not able to will
Bring him
it.
down with the fire.
I think when you have water walk, you can choose. If I remember correctly from when I had a
That'd be
ring of
brutal,
water walk in
man.
the last campaign.
You see someone going to dive off of a ship into the water, and,
Yeah, it's,
and they crack their neck on the water.
it says if I cast it when they're submerged, they
Shoot up.
shoot up to the surface 60 feet per round. So I don't think you could.
So I see. What? Gross.
Just roll around in it.
Just starts rolling down on the surface of the water.
I got you, man. Prestidigitation.
Counter spell.
I was gonna
What a good use of resources.
6 seconds later, you do it again.
Counter spell.
Can't keep this up forever.
I'm gonna take that kid him in this water and go, guys.
And he like falls, hits, and falls and hits. And he'd be like skipping across the water.
Oh my god.
But he can't get in the water, so he's just kind of sliding across.
Hey man, that does damage. I need a strength save from him.
Oh my god.
We play by the rules of this table.
That is a
He
16.
barely makes it.
Wow.
Hey!
I'm glad.
We waste all our resources on these hijinks.
For a second.
I rate.
No, Grandpa dies today, pal.
He deserves it.
As long as it ends in a good joke.
Well, we didn't come all this way to not go into the temple.
Yeah, let's
Into the temple.
It's been 2 hours. You guys don't have enhanced ability wisdom anymore.
I'll mention that there were lots of caverns underneath, and there might be more of these things, so we should be careful.
Let's
Tread carefully.
let's get inside. Let's read a book. Have a good time. And let's
Oh, I forgot about
Get to the queen.
Great hit
Sounds like a
points.
plan. Never got one.
So you guys push forward, and it isn't too long before you guys have Verlaine open the massive, thick doors.
Casting Cure Wounds twice on Cedric for 16
Ooh, that'll help him.
And then
HP.
do we get the temporary hit points?
16 total.
Yeah. 2 first levels. Anyone who wanted to get within 30 feet of me within a minute after combat.
Like we did
There
with
was
Joel.
there's a little tomfoolery and being distant and coming up to that, so it's a little bulky. But sure, go for it.
Cool.
Y'all don't need help.
I have no temporary hit points.
I don't mind. What's max roll
It's
right
too
now?
far.
Is it 12?
Max roll is 13 right now. So that's 11. Hey, Cedric gets 13. Elwyn gets 13. Aaron gets 12. Boot gets... Actually, no. Oberon gets 12. Boot gets 12. Ronnie gets 13. And Relaine already had 13, I think. Yeah. So we're pretty close to max on everybody. Just from like 3 rounds. Which is
I love my force gun.
like
Should we reload it?
a round or 2 less than what I
How it
probably
works
would
is
have
it's
had.
4 shots every short rest.
Cool.
So I can
Cool.
more.
Beautiful.
It's crazy though. It has 300 range. Really strong.
So with this, you guys move towards the door, and Relaine slides it open the rest of the way. You look for disturbances in the water, if that would shake forth more enemies. Nothing seems to happen. And you guys start to peek inside. As whoever wants to lead the way.
I'll go first.
Cool. I will follow closely behind Boot
You guys see a long corridor, and
We had-
you guys are here as you are coming through, and it's a slight stream waterfall that seems to separate where the door is. And as you kind of peek through, you step onto this walkway, that stretches out before you. I'll kind of zoom it a little bit so that you guys can.
Oh, we'll be right back. Yes,
Good.
rest of it.
It's been a long time.
Been a while.
It's been a while. We said it was like 2 hours to do the Leviathan stuff, so
Yeah.
all of the... I think I had see invisibility up, and I had given people dark vision, but those both only last for an hour, so
Yep.
those are gone now.
All gone. As you guys see this here before you, this walkway stretches out across. There are, it seems to be a depiction of either a giant serpent or a leviathan or something of that proportion, but it is in a kind of an ancient artistic style.
We killed the whole
There
area.
are massive lily pads and vegetation in the water around. You can't tell how deep the water is on the sides without possibly getting in it and exploring. But the columns that hold up the built structure are in that water and coming to like propping open the ceiling of this place. It looks like this place has been carved out. This temple has been carved out of the rock and then reinforced and created into a temple. But it's like either taking advantage of cave systems and aquifers, or it was completely, demolished through and then built in that space. But you guys see this here before you. The walkway stretches across, and there are these golden and like pink glowing butterflies that are fluttering through the space. It is peaceful, it is tranquil, and the water that it seems to be pouring down from different points in the ceiling and these little waterfalls and the cascading waterfall, not only that you're walking through, and the one ahead of you at the other end of the chamber, block any kind of view from beyond and outside this corridor. But you have this lone bridge across.
Walk through waterfalls. We have water walk on.
If we get into the stream, we should shoot up at 60 feet per second. It's elevator.
But imagine if you part the water or something and walk through.
If we want to take a few seconds, I can cast Detect Magic just in case there's anything on the bridge.
Sure, sounds good to me.
I'll take 10 minutes and
All
originally
right.
cast
So as you guys are stopping and looking inside here, you're about 5 minutes into casting the spell, and you hear a voice. It's very feminine, very. It seems attractive in sound. I can't duplicate that.
I was really hoping you were gonna try.
Have you seen my jewel?
Need honey for our ears.
Yeah.
What brings you to the temple? And you guys
You were waiting. You were waiting.
Did you say it out loud?
Yeah, I would too, don't.
As everybody's kind of paused in hearing this, you guys scan through, and peeking through on the other side, parting the water, and stepping through is a probably 6.5 foot tall, green skin. You're not sure if it's like a mossy like texture or like yes. And
Dang. Good call.
the leafy green like dress is like following every curve and contour, and is and comes
Sorry,
down
what about
to probably about like midway on the thigh with the dress of leaves, and then goes like that's cut on the front about midway on the thigh, and then goes down to like by her like high heels that she's kind of wearing. They look to be made out of complete organic materials, like like a well-made wood, but not grown and looks like a tree. It looks like it's carved and finely made. It is like one with nature. What you're seeing is this almost of like someone had the theme of being a tree, a sexy tree. as walking from this and asking, what brings you to the temple?
Pat Riley on the shoulder.
Is that in common?
I'll like stop from like my casting the spell, look up at her, look over at Cedric, and look back down, and just say, Cedric, her eyes are up there.
Curiosity?
What are you?
We were curious about the temple. I have a little religious background, and it seemed an appropriate place for me to learn more.
Religious? Which gods do you worship?
Saloon.
I see. This isn't a place for worshippers of gods. We don't get many tourists here.
Oh, she'll be bad.
I imagine you are pretty determined, seeing you made it past our watchdog.
Oh. Yeah. We did.
I do hope he's okay.
Huh.
Well, something.
We only returned the favor that he extended to us.
Except Oberon.
So, Scritches?
To be fair, we knocked. Nobody answered.
Very thick doors.
The only thing that's thick.
What about me?
She is all the way away from you guys, but she's speaking in a tone that, while is low and smooth and consistent, it's like the chamber itself, it speaks beyond the sound of the rushing of the water. And it feels like you guys have to like really speak up to have your voice travel. It's as if she is either using a spell to amplify her voice, or there's some other something going on here. But you're about merely a minute into this conversation. And the last thing she's saying, we don't get many tourists, and that you were very determined to be here, apparently.
We are. We don't come across places like this often.
You are far from home.
Oh yeah. Yes, we are.
In more ways than one.
What do you seek?
I guess knowledge is the best answer. Just wish to learn. That's what we came here.
Well, if you wish to have knowledge, you've come to the right place. You can pass the trials and get answers to 3 questions.
No, we're doing this for Lane. We gotta see it through.
It's up to you, Lane.
Well, before we start, what are the 3 questions?
Yeah.
Do we even have 3 questions?
Yeah, I don't know if I have any questions for her exactly. Where'd you get that dress?
The Santa Claus real.
Are you single?
I made it, and yes.
Good to know.
I am but a lady serving Veronestra.
But I recognize.
Roll a history check. See if you guys know.
What was the name?
You have advantage on this check, and you have advantage on this check. You guys have been studying Feywilds.
History. History?
Oh, dang, I rolled well. 18.
18. You have heard many stories about these different names of Fey, not just Fey, but Arch
21.
19.
19.
Also 19.
All right.
What was her name one time?
Uh,
Who's she serving?
Vernestra. It's Verenestra.
I'm so close.
Vernestra.
Sure.
E-S-T. No R there.
At the end or in the middle?
STRA at the end.
There we go. There we go.
Bernie, how you doing?
Okay.
She is the Oak Princess.
So we know things.
And
We drink,
so
we know.
you four would recognize this name as being one of the Archfey, logged in time to be a part of the Sealy Court, and would be considered to be of a lesser deity level.
It's not God enough, pretty much, from what I know.
Who have we been summoned? What was the name of the Fae that we've been summoned?
The Queen of the Night in Magic.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Different Archfey.
yes.
And we don't know.
Also,
Don't mention
like,
it.
Same charge, different pay.
Don't mention her.
no,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure that's the
Mm.
unsealy.
Yes,
We don't want to mix.
correct.
Any questions that you have, she will answer, no matter the topic.
Perhaps we should come back.
Well, I mean, either way, we're kind of getting questions answered.
But the other person we're supposed to see for a reason.
Yeah. But I mean, we could always talk to another one.
We have to go through trials for this one.
Okay, how
Bar to entry is higher here.
Might be trials for that one too.
what are the trials like?
Into the waters.
Okay.
And she's gesturing to the waterfall behind her.
Only to be bothered.
Well, I'll leave it to you two.
We don't get any further explanation.
That wouldn't be fair.
Is fair. Got it.
I'm curious about this place, but I don't know that whatever these trials are would be worth questions that we don't really have, that we may get answers to anyway.
Not to mention, what if the other person that we're supposed to see finds out that we've been here?
You can ask for my bag, man.
Meaning
We
what?
might also be able to ask the person we're going to see about the bagman.
Okay.
We don't know that there's a restriction on number of questions with the other one.
We're car shopping. We gotta go to both dealerships.
We can get this one on the way back.
I got a quick question. What do you know about the Queen of Night in Magic?
She is a sister of the lady I serve. And while they don't share the same views, they are of the same or less caliber. And make an insight check.
OJ.
So what's a Democrat?
Dirty 20.
She is low-key playing up her own lady. The Queen of Night Magic is far more powerful. But she is telling the truth when she says they don't see the same views, have the same perspectives.
It's cool you're playing up your goddess. Totally understand that. I'd probably do it too. Believe me. But
Watch your tongue in her domain.
I never watch my tongue. It's gotten me horrible places. Like fighting a lich. Not fun.
Pebbles.
On the mountain.
Maybe let's go.
So you have a gifted tongue.
Yep.
Pause.
Oh, maybe I should stay here for a little while.
Oh,
She was standing in the waterfall.
I'm gonna go over here and be an artist back.
Come on, get out of here.
This is like Tristan and the Angel all over again.
I think for now
Pretty good
we'll
on
keep our
leadership.
questions and maybe come back.
Is there a way to open the door besides pushing it and getting attacked again, or is there a secret code, or do you just walk in and have to kill anything that's guarding the place? I mean, it's not a very welcoming system.
It's not meant to be easy.
So we're supposed to kill it.
Or befriend it.
Oh yeah.
Noted.
I can't talk to animals.
Noted for next time.
Noted for next time, yeah, for sure though. I'm pretty good at making
I
friends.
wonder
but-
if their siblings will be upset.
Probably.
Did desecrate the body like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go.
Speedo.
He's coming on to me. I'm uncomfortable.
I am uncomfy.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace as we leave.
Sounds good.
As long as y'all are all
Back
good
it
with
up.
leaving.
I'll see you the next fortnight. I'll come back.
Put it in reverse.
Hope to see you soon.
No.
We will see.
We will totally come back.
Alright, let's get out of here.
You guys put in reverse, Terry, and get out of there. And
That's
you.
my next fake name.
Terry.
Yeah.
I'll
So
reverse. Wait, don't put it in reverse.
pause.
So you do have a list. Bruce spaghetti. You Bruce
Oh my
spaghetti.
Oh my god.
Glorious.
Well, Bart will let me know it's funny.
Shitty one. So you guys leave.
Yeah.
You full send, get away from the Red Oak Temple. Your incursion here with this Leviathan, you've reaped some rewards, and everyone has lived to tell the tale. She-Jerk was a little, spooked, and he's getting integrated into it. It's like, as y'all are walking away, he kind of cuddles up to you, and says, "So what's like your first fights like?"
Oh, I could lie and say I did fantastic, but I mostly just hid in a ditch.
Did you ever get knocked unconscious like I did so quickly?
Yes.
I was so
We usually punch above our weight class pretty often. So it's bound to happen, especially for us who are not as hearty as others. So we have to play tactfully.
noted. That just kind of happened. I mean, I didn't expect him to poke the beast and then it'd be right on top of me. I don't. I should probably stay next to Relaine
You should
to be protected.
probably be a good idea.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is stay away from Oberon because I mess things up.
Staying next to me or Ronnie would also be a good idea because we're usually away.
How do you stay next to Ronnie? You never get to see him.
Well, when you can.
Keep up if you can, boy.
If I hook onto a belt loop and I just, I'm running, I'll keep holding my hand.
And we wait.
Trading up. I did see a kid on a leash one time. So
I mean, as far as actual strategies, number one rule for you, and I'm saying this lovingly because you die all the time, is defend yourself first. You're no good to anybody else if you're dead.
I've been trying to work on one of these spells. Do you know the wizard named Odaluk?
That
was good. That was good.
was a history check, probably.
I missed it completely.
Oh, you said Odaluk. I said, oh, bless you.
I probably have. Anyway, it's a 15. I do have one of his spells in my spell book, though, so probably.
Yeah, you recognize. And talking about protection, Odaluk's Resilient Sphere.
Yes.
I haven't quite deciphered it all, but it's in the spell book, and I haven't cast it yet. But that could be really helpful.
I have that one, and I have it just for you in case you are hurting. Usually is backup plan.
What happened in there?
You were fine.
Oh, didn't feel fine.
But she was way far away from you.
Yes, I was very far, but Relay was right next to you. So
I didn't like being paralyzed. That hurt.
Oh, believe me, it sucks.
Not much you can do about that,
Huh.
unfortunately.
So there's no way to prepare for not being paralyzed.
Can I
Is there any
overhear?
spells? Oh, that's a good spell, right?
Yep.
Do you know that spell? Can I copy that
Do
spell?
you not know that
I don't want to be paralyzed.
We are in Fey territory. Maybe let's not use real names.
Oh yeah. I'm Rick.
Right.
So,
Oh, I see, Rick.
oh, we're trying to stealth. So everybody roll stealth check with plus 10 from Pass Without
Oh, my
Trace.
lord.
Natural 20 from Cedric.
Let's go.
He's
Dang, I
invisible.
rolled so well, even at disadvantage.
30.
26.
26.
That's 30 at disadvantage.
31.
Did you see what I rolled?
We passed
No.
that,
I
guys.
already forgot.
Oh.
Eli, we have my
Sure.
regular,
My sweet summer child.
Okay.
Oh yeah, regular guy.
regular schmegular.
40.
You beat Cedric. He beat everybody else. 33. But not you.
Emojis move in silence like lasagna.
As you guys are just
What?
It's a little Wayne Berry.
Oh.
Young money.
Wow.
as you guys move on into the woods once more, under the guise of Pass Without Trace, being as quiet and careful as possible, you guys push on in the directions towards the domain of the Queen of Night and Magic. And that's where we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back in about 15 to 10 minutes, and we shall see you guys very shortly. Bye!
What a good show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, so you guys are no longer here. You guys are off into the woods. Where you go, nobody knows.
Thought we knew.
That's where you went wrong.
We're going towards the moon.
Everybody roll initiative. All right, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
To the moon.
Glad I wasn't real.
Nice.
Well done.
What? I should have done that.
Oh yeah, you get advantage on your next initiative roll.
Oh,
Did you have aid that you wanted to cast?
I think I have to get a short rest before I can do it again. Let me double check. I think I can only do it once per short rest.
For the spell aid?
His focus is channel.
Oh, I can expend a spell slot to do it again. So yeah, I'll give you,
Have you seen all of them?
and Cedric and you two, I think.
What?
Dark vision again,
300
up to 300 feet.
Because it only lasts for an
'Cause-
hour, right?
Yeah, because you have dark vision, right? And Boot, you do too.
Who had the aid spell to give a max HP extra?
No one has it right now.
Nobody has it?
Not right now, no.
Let me
Okay.
see.
It's not a spell I have.
I know it's a spell I have access to,
It's
but
a level
I don't
2.
think I prepared it
I
today.
don't have it. I have Aura of Vitality right now.
Okay.
So do I. I think that's one of my always prepared though. So I don't think I can change Aura of Vitality.
I don't have. Yeah, I don't have any like long-term rebuffs.
Okay.
Only like enhanced ability. That's all I got. Besides that, I'm all utility.
Yeah, Aura of
Gotcha.
Vitality is one of my always prepared.
Well,
I don't have aid at the moment.
okay. That's fine.
I do have Warding Bond though.
That's a good one. Probably could hurt throwing Seizure.
Yeah, actually, that wouldn't be a
Because
bad
that
idea.
lasts for like 8 hours, doesn't it?
I'm not sure.
I think 40 ball lasts for an hour. Might be longer though.
1 hour.
Yeah. Spell words more than creature.
Can we see the moon right now?
Between you and the target, while the target was within 60 feet
no.
of you, gains a
The sun's
+1
still up
bonus
at
to
the
its
moment.
AC and saving throws.
The
Didn't know that. His resistance to all
there are still stars that are able to see from here. It's weird because there's not like this like supposed atmosphere of the Earth type thing that's like blocking
He has to
everything.
stay within 60 feet of
And
me.
the light from the sun is distorted, so it is day, but it's not blinding light that is keeping you from seeing the stars. It's an eerie, weird feeling.
Well, we need to see the moon, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
And that's what y'all were using as a heading for moving in part of your directions.
Well then.
Everybody make a perception check.
Okay, the rules of rack. I should have had my mouth shut.
That's bad.
19.
19.
10.
16.
21.
11.
14.
All right. Anybody else? Did everybody say it?
16.
Roll for
16?
Cedric.
Okay. Yeah, roll for Cedric.
That's bad. That's a 3 on the die.
That's bad. That's bad. That's
As you guys went back on your previous heading and course, as you guys went off on your
Sorry.
It's like you waited until he started talking and you say,
It's not intentional.
I'm trying to remember the last line where he's like, he says like, "Watch me now, boys," or something. Because I'm about to stop.
Yeah.
he's messaging new players.
it was a good time. It was a great time. We had a good time. So, as you guys venture away from the Red Oak Temple and head back into the forested heavily wilds of the Feywild here. You are back in the rows of trees. It's very dense in this portion, and you have the same heading that you once had held before, and you're moving forth in a stealthy move, making a perception check between the trees and everything else. You don't have a current heading that is able to be pinpointed from the moon, but knowing that you had previously held this heading and feeling pretty confident about the direction you're going, you continue on forward. And as an out, unless y'all want to stay.
We could short rest because I don't have any wild shapes right now.
Is the
short rest might
we're
come
in
in handy.
Feywild. I feel like just because we're going one direction doesn't mean that it's going to stay in that direction.
Yeah.
Correct.
Maybe not a bad idea is throwing down a tiny hut, taking a long rest, and moving more at night. It might be a bit more dangerous, but however, we'll know where we're going then.
Yeah.
How thick are the trees? If the moon was out, would we be able to see it?
On a scale of nymph.
If you probably waited a few hours, it'd probably be a lot easier to
Okay. Okay.
So short rest.
Short rest.
I could use a little nap.
Sure. And I will take 11 minutes to ritually cast Liam's tiny hut.
Okie dokie.
And we use
It's like 4 o'clock now? 5 o'clock?
Channel Divinity.
So you guys are
to dispel some
taking a short rest, using the hut to keep shelter. You guys find a nice little crook of a tree, place your hut, and sit down and wait. Time passes fairly slowly as you kind of see the sway of some of the trees in the breeze, and immediately your mind goes to how easily it was for that devil joke to just sunder what was a massive tree. And there's a little bit of air of tension of every tree movement that's like, is that normal? Is that normal? And tensely, you guys can have any conversation you like and get a short rest.
I'm talking just now.
So we've
Do
been rolling
we
wrong.
have any
You should have
specific
an
questions
18.
we want to ask the Archfey?
What
Yeah, I don't actually have any really.
Well, we're going for Aaron, right? So she's the one with the
I know.
questions.
What was it 20 before?
Because I think
We can ask her about the prophecy.
I overrode.
Not a bad idea.
Overrode your.
Could ask about alcohol too.
HP because of haste.
Or,
So you would remember,
what's her
and
face?
I don't think I remember to take it away.
Shawcross.
Also not a bad one. Couldn't hurt to ask. Oh, okay, I should mention this. She is sending an assassin to come after me.
Oh.
Black.
You mentioned someone.
Blackfish
something?
is his name. Might want to ask about him too. However, I'm gonna have some words for him when he comes here. Mostly about he's nothing. Because I've seen the future and your name's not mentioned anywhere.
Ouch.
He's an assassin. I don't think we know where his name
Yeah, he actually succeeded in his job. That would be a
Well,
cool.
if he's supposed to be this famous assassin, people would know him.
Only the most famous assassins aren't known.
This is correct.
Wonderful.
Definitely about the prophecy.
Could ask why you had to come see her.
Yes, that's definitely a question.
You said you had a dream about the cave. That
Yes.
couldn't hurt to ask about that.
A dream about hearing my mother's voice coming out of the cave.
We're taking. Sorry.
Don't know. Yes, we're taking a short rest.
You two have Gift of Luck ready on you already.
Yes.
You have who has advantage on initiative? You do.
Who does?
I'll be chilling.
Okay. I'm going to cast Gift of Alacrity on you,
Thank you.
and I'm going to cast Gift of Alacrity on you, so that at the end of the short rest I'll get all my first levels back.
And then I just apparently Bleb said I had a lot to learn from her, but not specific information. But it seems like I'm supposed to be here and supposed to speak to her, so I would assume she would know more than I do.
Sounds good to me. You'd ask what you need to learn. You already kick ass, so getting you stronger, I'm not going to complain.
I appreciate it.
Wonderful. I didn't have any questions really in particular either, but being given the option and not having anything to ask prompted me to wonder, what would we ask?
It's good to have a plan.
Yo, Mace, you can ask about that.
Hmm.
I forget that I'm carrying that sometimes.
I'm going to ask about my loot.
Good idea. Probably, I mean, with the prophecy, I can ask questions about Shawcross as well, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. Maybe some of our enemies besides her. Maybe Malkathor. I bet he's alive right
I was
now.
gonna say, how old is Malcolm?
He's a soul collector, so probably pretty old. That'd be my guess.
Any potential insight you could shed as a fellow tiefling?
You're not very old.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not
Average
super young.
lifespan, anything like that?
Right.
So, from your history within the region and all that stuff, his name has been whispered since you were little. So
Remember this? I was alive. Known of him.
he's my uncle. No.
That'd be
Daddy.
wild.
Would I have any inclination? Is there an average tiefling lifespan? What would it be?
I believe it is pretty similar to humans. Let me look.
I think you're right.
Humans.
My wisdom tooth on the Jesus. No, you don't look at the sea live.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. According to the interwebs, it's average around 200 years.
Cool. A little while.
Max is like 260, 270.
Yeah, I got a little bit on a rabbit trail with all my different stuff.
Okie doke. So Malkathor is possibly alive. Seems unlikely though, considering how far we've gone back in the past.
That's the question though, is he a devil or is he a tiefling?
Mm-hmm.
Devils live much
We
longer.
don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's worth asking.
Mm.
Couldn't her dash with the bag man if she's super well versed in magic? Getting as many answers as we can about our enemies is not bad.
And isn't he some type of fae?
Too.
Yeah, man.
Batman was an
Aberrant.
aberration.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to Fae from what little research we've done, but not the same.
Similar but very different in many ways.
So you guys kind of gather your thoughts, ponder your questions, and get ready to move on after your short rest. Whoever wants to lead the way, make a survival check.
Probably.
It's your Feywild, not mine.
We can assist, right?
And the moon is out now.
So roll again.
It's getting easier to see with every hour that passes.
15.
15. It there's a little hesitancy. You have your bearing of like which way, but kind of echoing off of Ronnie's hesitations. You guys choose to wait it out a little longer. Let the sun go down. Moonlight comes out. And the whole forest seems to teem with a new life. One of bioluminescence and all the different various glittering and flittering little tiny creatures and insects that seem to light up the wilds. But you have a clear depiction of the moon, even through the dense tree cover, and the nightlife sounds so much different than the day. And it's a little eerie, but also welcoming in a sense of mystery. Well, curious of what's making that sound. What's this sound? Not so much of, big, scary, big things. It's more like, oh, that's neat. And you guys push on your heading, moving forward at a slow pace.
As we're leaving again.
Does anybody have pass without a
the
trace?
dark vision?
She was using 5
It was gone.
Yeah, I'll recast it. Just
Recast it. All right, mark off another spell slot. And you're doing dark vision to...
Same 4.
Okay,
So, Oberon, these two, and Cedric.
got it. Oh, I can see now. Thank you. It's like a good pair of glasses.
We have passed the trace on, you said?
Yeah, so everybody roll another stealth check.
Ouch.
Cedric did not roll as well.
I did not either.
Use one of those. Oh, I got a 19.
Eh,
Oh, wait,
still
you did. 39.
not the worst.
Okay. Yeah, you can back on the shoulders.
25.
Just a second, just in case.
91.
28.
Goof.
19.
19.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
I'd say 20, dirty 20.
Okay, so moving forward now on a little bit less of a good foot compared to what you were. There's a lack of light seems to be part of the issue, but there's also the wonder and sense of bewilderment of what is that you're discovering. And as you step through and move through the forest at a slow pace, you are on the right heading, you're moving along, and it's probably about another hour and a half that the terrain and the jungle and the wilds start to grow darker. Trees being of more of a shadow of like veil seems to enter, as almost if you're hitting a dark wood.
Do we need to roll another survival check?
Sure. As you kind of re-up and go, are we sure we're on the right path?
That is going to be a 23.
Better than 15.
Relaying and remembering the directions in your head. So you'll know when you get there. And you're getting telltale signs that you are on the doorstep of her domain. And as you continue on the path towards the heart of this, there is a massive, large, dark wood that seems to spiral up and has a rather large, hollowed out section. And the glittering little light nightlife and little insects and maybe little fairies or whatever, or will-o-wisp or anything else that might be out here. There's distinct lack of them as you get closer to this massive tree. And just part of it kind of makes your heart stop beating as you get closer. It just, you can kind of feel the pressure that sits on your chest. Should we be here? Cedric says.
Usually, though.
You know, I feel a lot better about the trials in the water right now.
They said we'd know when we got here, and feels about right.
Yeah, this feels like the place.
Um,
I've got to see my wife to be.
for real? Oh, it's just a joke. Do we just walk up?
Usually we do.
I'm going to.
Yeah,
To
it's
that
probably
let out
the
tree.
Yeah.
Kind of saddles right beside Relaine.
You got a buddy.
That's a good place to be.
You know, your shroud makes me feel fearless.
I'm glad. That's part of the purpose.
I'll cast Gift of Alacrity on myself.
So you guys push in further and further. You now are starting to enter the darker doorway of this hollowed out entrance to this massive tree. And as you're starting to step in and look about, there's a large sense of we aren't really in control kind of feeling. Like you've kind of stepped off a cliff and you're in a free fall. And you see inside is a rather ornate silver and purple throne. And sitting atop of it is a beautifully dressed and ornate fey elf-like creature with a crown on top, a starry dress that seems to ripple as if it was made out of the very fabrics of the sky. As you all walk in, she's looking at you all across the way. You're about 40 feet from her. And you could tell there's an approachable distance away from the throne. It's about 20 feet. It seems like the range of what this place is designed to be like the focal point. Do you guys approach? And who approaches first?
I will say, follow my lead. And I'll step forward and just give the most regal bow of all my nobility training and just go, my lady, and just very, very politely. Malay.
Rick also does the same.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a performance check.
Oh, yes,
I'm
sir.
bad at those.
Oh, so good.
All right, 21.
Ew.
16.
That's my line.
15.
22.
6.
It's hard to bend, you know.
All that armor.
All the
Yeah.
scales on your back.
Yeah.
You have a piece of armor kind of cinching your belly.
Checks out.
As you guys bow and show a reverence and respect, you see before you a fey lady of stunning beauty, with hair the color of midnight, stands before a shining field of stars. A gown seemingly woven from the night sky drapes her flawless ivory skin. Bright lights glitter like diamonds in her crown, and some drift about her body and dance near her hand. Well, well, well. This isn't a joy to be held. You've come from a very far ways away. Caught a mere glimpse of your arrival on my radar. You aren't from this time. And you, masquerading as not a fae, scared of your nobility, your lineage, your line. Why do you hide?
It's a different world that I'm from. It's not as easy to be yourself.
Interesting. But a mere baby. You have so much to be revealed and learn, and yet all of you do. There's a spark in all of you. Something grand. Something incredible. What do you know of the prophecy?
We know the prophecy. We know it was written by the many-eyed one.
To answer clearly, everything and nothing.
We know a lot, but there's so much we don't know.
I see. So you know of its existence,
Yes, ma'am.
You've been made aware of this. You know not your place in it.
We've made assumptions on where we think each of us lie within it.
Well, to be perfectly clear, you are Relaine, the trumpeter of truth.
Makes sense.
Pretty on the nose with that one.
He does a big job.
Everybody laugh.
You guys feel the air grow tense as there's a bit of silence, and then she gives a chuckle. Oh, it is a joy to have you here.
We're gonna be
Aaron,
here.
I'll call you Aaron. The destined astronomer. Oberon,
Hi.
hunted by death's shadow.
Yeah. Killed her once already, though.
That's what you think it is?
Oh.
Elwyn, child of paradox. Saint Triopolis. The marrying of 3 cities. The past, the present, and the future. You hold a mighty crown. Boot,
Hi.
Barias.
Yeah.
The lost connection. You are wanderer.
You.
You never heard
I never knew.
Wanderer of the untamed wilds. The bridge between all who call this realm home.
That's longer than my other name, but sure.
Euron. Shadowed one. To one to forgo your own ambition. With this, I assume you all have questions. There is much for you to learn. Who wants to start?
I guess I was told that I would need to learn a lot from you. Not specifics. I did have a dream of my parents and them being struck by lightning and then hearing my mom's voice call out to me through the cave that I got to come this way. I'm not sure if you know anything about that or what.
They are safe.
Okay, that's good.
I apologize for pulling on your heartstrings, but I wanted you to know it was important, I see.
Okay, good to know.
I have a connection with the Fae, and ones that are connected with magic. How much have your parents told you? Who you are?
Not much. They kept me pretty sheltered and always told me to look to the stars, and that's how we find our way home. And that's about it.
There is much truth in that. You are a child of starlight and whispers of the Feywild. Your destiny dances among the constellations. You are the harbinger of possibility, weaving futures yet unseen. I want to awaken a boom, a gift inside you. May you chart the course of others and align their paths with their fates, as the stars themselves would decree. Do you accept this gift? And as you say that, one of the floating motes of light and starlight spring off of her hand and float carefully over to you. And it seems to just touch your chest and then goes into your chest. You feel yourself take a long breath in.
Got notes.
That's how you know it's serious.
I passed it.
Oh, that's a lot of
Go
words.
down page.
Too bad I'm not reading.
As this hits you, your eyes are filled with starlight, and you see this like emergence of starlight expand from Erin, and it's as if this power awakens inside her. Her feet rise off the ground a few inches before the starlights collect back to her, clinging to her. As her feet rest back down once again. And your eyes kind of shudder, and you look at your hands, and something has awakened inside you. You had questions of shadows, ones that you were chasing or hunted by. What questions have you?
Well, we did mention the killing of Ida the Beast, Shallcross, in her Lichtum form, where she is not now. But you said it's not her. Then who else?
There is a great shadow that is trying to eclipse you, trying to smother you out of existence. Whether that be using Shallcross to do so, something greater work is in fold. Troubadour of eternal echoes, even death itself cannot silence the song written in your soul. You walk a perilous road, but your melody will outlast the shadow that stalks you. Take this boon, a gift to amplify your voice and harmonize your fate with those who walk beside you. A gift to answer your destiny.
Well, the light inside is always brighter than the one on the outside. Sure.
As a mote of starlight pulls from her hand, floats over to you. You go for it, and it dances away.
Comes there?
And it rests on your lute. And what was once dormant is now awakened.
Ooh.
As you are a quiet one. What are your questions?
Everyone else seemed to have some grasp on their part of the prophecy. And so far, I have seen almost no connection to mine. And I was wondering if you would be able to patch some holes.
Your path is hidden because it is probably the darkest. But you are the light on that path. You're the one that pierces that veil. You, the shadowed seer. Shadowed one whose steps tread the line between self and sacrifice. Your vision pierces the lies of the world Though your path may tempt you with selfish desires, your true strength lies in service to others. Accept this gift and see clearly the hearts and intentions of all who stand before you.
Okay.
As a mote of light floats over, and you see it flicker with this bright pulse as it goes and rests towards your chest. It merges with you, and darkness envelops him entirely. You guys are like, oh, it was good till then. It was great. And you see a piercing light from within, blotting out that darkness as Euron's light is what is piercing that.
I got a paper.
What are your questions, O trumpeter of truth?
I have many questions, but the most prominent, I assume at this point, how do I find the truth?
You, bearer of unwavering convictions, your voice will be that beacon that pierces through the shadows of deceit. Let the light of the moon guide your path, even when the night conspires to silence you. I will give you this gift, a gift that was once mine. Wield the truth like a shield, for you will reveal the hidden and unmask the veiled. She gestures towards your mace. That is mine.
I'm going to very reverently pull it off my hip and just kind of look at it.
That I gave away a millennium ago. It is very powerful. It is called the Lunar Aegis. As a mote of light springs from her hand, float towards you, and rest upon the mace. Looking to Varius.
What?
What does your heart say?
My heart says some connections were never meant to be found again. I have my doubts about this prophecy, but there is too much evidence of it being true to deny it. If I had a question, it is not one that I wish to ask now, because I'm not even really sure what to ask.
Understandable. Come from a position of concern of your importance or your role. Connection should be lost for good, not to be found again. You will one day be called Bridge Warden. The bridge between all who call this realm home. Your potential lies in unity. You are the thread that binds the tapestry, and even those who fear your touch will one day depend upon it. With this gift, become the force that mends what is broken and harmonizes what is divided. As a mote of light approaches you.
Where does it go?
Do you resist?
No. Give it to me.
As it floats, comes towards your chest. This breath fills your lungs. It's powerful. You feel part of you change. Shape. Very essence of you awakening. Oh, as we save the one for last.
I suppose I should be the one with the most questions. My brain is gone, so why are you doing this, and what makes us all so special?
First one with a rational question. To my motives. I love it.
It's the small one.
I have been around for eons. The delicate balance and powers that be, holding sway over their own realms and domains. Until a voice struck out. I'm returning. It wasn't shortly after this echoed voice sundered out through the cosmos of beyond and the planes that were between. Was the world as we know it sundered, destroyed, all the planes of existence shattering their connections of separation and connection to slam together in a cacophony of utter chaos. The gods in their realms cast out from what was returning. We, Fae, Archfey, we had a home. We had a balance. Lord the politics. That's all been sundered. Very little remains. Even this is but a small sliver of what was the glory of the Feywilds. I fear this space is going to be destroyed. And thus I cling on to the very hope of the spark of joy that leapt in my heart when you appeared out of nowhere, all of you. And I wouldn't be the queen of magic if I didn't have a part to play. I don't see yet what I gain, but I can't lose much more. Maybe the prophecy's true. Maybe you do restore the planes back to their original glory. Separate them once more, make lines clean. Define the borders, separate out the gods from this world, define them back to their place. Separate the monstrosities and restore balance. But it's an impossible task, and I don't see how you can do it. But the spark that lies in all of you is something I've never seen. It may seem as if I'm giving you this, but it has already been with you all this time. You're on a path. But who knows how it ends? But even the one that prophesied it had abandoned it. The mere nature of the possibility, the insurmountable task at hand. To come from a lot of you all that could be crushed with a mere second. I once had mere trivial nature of wanting to rise above the Night King in power. And he was snuffed out like a bug. There's a force out there. There's beyond our grasp of how it works. I'm not sure why Zenith has been successful. Whatever magics, whichever harnessed nature of ether that separated the planes and has been used plays some part. You, child of paradox, both heir and origin. The sands of time swirl uniquely around you. Your burden is great, for you are both anchor and flow. Let this power bind the past, present, and future, ensuring your choices ripple outward like waves on the eternal sea. An mote of light springs up in her hand, brighter than all the others. You accept the path you're on.
Yes.
As like 6, 7, 8 motes of light that you thought were one all spring out and hit your chest in a flash. Part of your voice, Verlaine. This prophecy has chosen you as a voice that cannot be silenced. Even when shadows weigh upon you, your truth will pierce through like moonlight breaking through a storm. The gift will ensure your steadfastness, for the world needs your strength to stand against falsehoods. Your line has been blessed by me once before. You carry the name. The stars have whispered of your arrival for ages untold. Your destiny is not yours alone. It entwines with the fates of many. Your presence is a catalyst, guiding others to their own truths. This power will illuminate the unseen paths, allowing you to bring harmony to chaos. The shadow that hunts you is relentless, but it cannot smother your song. The prophecy marks you as a weaver of souls, whose melody transcends life and death. The boon shall amplify your harmony, so your voice echoes across the realms, binding even the lost to the living. Within your heart an oath lies. Should you take up an oath and carve your path in a way that separates and transcends life and death, would you take on an oath? It lies within you.
It's to help everyone, to help ensure this fate we all have, we all share. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Neil.
Will you marry me?
Imagine we still had the ring.
Dude. There is an oath that resides within the powers inside you, of a path lied before you. You need not but answer the call. As you search inside you, what would this oath be called?
Something of promise. Providence.
That it is. So fitting. Rise and claim your new power.
All rise.
Yes, mommy.
Your class levels have changed. And you are now multi-class into Paladin. We'll talk about that afterwards.
I understand. Thank you, voice in my head. Oh my god, the Luke's been talking to me all along.
As you stand and rise, and you think to your lute, my boy, you are destined for death. Do you know how many times I've saved you? Maybe now's not the time to talk about it.
My guess is 10.
It's a lot.
I see.
Boy, was it good that I found you.
No kidding.
Is Heimerdinger in there? The time of its first
It's only 2,000 something years old.
Oh god.
We'll talk later. This doesn't seem like a good time.
We'll talk later, yeah.
Yes.
Everything I say is out loud.
The brambleback has left the jungle.
Just about a hex stack.
You, who wander and yet belong everywhere, you are the bridge the prophecy foretold. Yours is the power to harmonize discord and reconcile the irreconcilable. This gift reflects your role, not as one who leads, but as one who unites. Through you, all things may find common ground.
Okay.
Your steps are quiet, but the prophecy sees them clearly. You are the shadow that protects, the one who discerns truth when lies cloak the world. To forgo ambition is your trial. But with this gift, your clarity will become a blade that cuts through deceit, ensuring the light is not swallowed by the dark. Your journey is one of sacrifice and discernment. You all may have questions. We will gladly answer them. Some of you hold the keys to your very questions. The sands of time swirl in paradox around you. Saint and seed of the future, you are the cornerstone on which both history and destiny rest. The prophecy calls upon you to tether what was and what will be. This gift will allow you to command the flow of time, anchoring hope and chaos.
My queen, is it possible to return to a time before Zenith to stop the coming of the destruction of the worlds?
The very nature of that question invokes an ability. You came to be in this time from some means, somehow, beyond my knowledge, beyond my purview. Whatever means brought you there to here from where you came. You weren't on my radar. And that would mean you probably come from the future, and you are in the past. So this is my first time meeting you. First time crossing paths. The magic so woefully complex and full of providence. But the question of what path to take and if that's possible, it's a decision for you to weigh. How much is affected by that ripple? What waves are made across the sea? You choose which ripples to make and which waves they turn into.
Oh boy, that's a lot of power. Do we know, I don't know, I can't remember, do we know what caused the ripping of all of this? Like, was it a being, or did it just kind of happen?
You have never, no one is, it's always been speculative.
Okay.
This seems to be the first-hand account
Yeah.
of a voice to something returning. And that makes you believe that something
Yeah.
caused it.
I'll ask then, do you know what caused all this? Or who? Or if they're even still around?
They're around. And their power is beyond anything I've ever seen brandished. We Archfey like to wield a deific means of power and claim to be of deity levels. Yet, I am but a mere mortal in its presence. I don't know its will, or what it is, but its power is unquestionable.
Is there a name?
Never that I've heard. Maybe I'm not still enough to hear it. Maybe I haven't been loud enough to get it to hear me. Maybe a ripple to a wave is large enough to be heard.
Is the many-eyed one... We defeated her once, more or less, and the entire reason we came and went anywhere was to find her and finish the job. We know that she was the one who both wrote our prophecy and caused so much pain for him.
I've read his memories, and from what he knows, this is a lich. It has made itself very difficult to stamp out. Its phylactery woefully more complex than expected.
So big.
At this time and age, not a lich. Could right some wrongs, but with that create a ripple of non-existence for you.
I would have never met you all.
That is the question. What can you change and what can't you change? And what affects what? There's some things that are protected by fate and destiny and a path you're on. And maybe your path marches on to the future from what you've gained from now. Or maybe it is about an action you take now that sets up a ripple that you ride into the future. But make your choice carefully, for you could erase the very existence of the ones around you.
Yeah.
It is very important for you to learn about each other and how those connections are made or lost. 'Cause otherwise, I'm afraid this so-called prophecy or destiny or fate or however you would herald it is oh so fragile. And but one glimpse of a possibility the future that you all hold. One grain of sand in a vast, massive desert.
This might be a low stakes question compared to his questions.
Any cheese?
Countless horrors await.
You mentioned nobility. Do I need to know anything about my family that I don't currently know? Feel a little in the dark.
Dear child, you are. Your family, your parents, existed pre-confirmed virgins. You are their firstborn. That I know of. You are young. They are millenniums old. You never know. They have studied. Something they've seen is the expected arrival of you. A part you play in their goal. What do you know of their goal? Why do they study the stars?
I've tried to put things together. I believe they were looking for a way back to the Feywilds. But my understanding is unclear of that. But then also being here, obviously, there are pockets. So
Small fragments of what was.
I'm not sure if that was their goal, was to try to get back.
No, they know of the places in the void.
I would assume they would, since they've been around
Yeah.
forever.
And many of those places have been stamped out of existence. Their studies are protected in Zenith. It's as if the sheer number and will for survival working together is a mass that this power can't exactly extinguish. Through the many there is strength. And Zenith has never wavered in its goal to survive. Thus, questions remain. For them, their search is to restore the plains. And it's on the path you are on now. You, your nobility, you very well could be the next Archfey. The very first in thousands of years. You have yet to awaken your potential even in the slightest, just as you have barely stepped through the first days of your life. I wish I would be there to see it.
Well, if we ever make it back, I might need to ask my parents some questions.
And wealth of information I'm sure they have.
Interesting. Is there anything else I need to learn from you? Specifically you need to pass on to me?
You will consistently be the glue that binds this group together, that weaves their fate into a path that could never be accomplished without you. You are the catalyst that makes it work. This group has already tried to sunder itself a few times, and yet you brought it back. Be wary of that responsibility and the weight it holds.
Throughout my life, I've been a fool. I know that much, but you've made it pretty clear. I know my place now. It's here, then. I never leave it again.
Can't wait to see what mountains you topple.
I had questions and they're all gone now. I'm very distracted by that.
We did want to ask about a few things that were not, well, I guess as pertinent to the prophecy. We have a lot of enemies. We've made a lot of enemies. Shawcross just being one small stone in all the rocks we have now.
Yes, you make a lot of ripples, and they turn into waves. I see a trend.
There is a big trend. However, our biggest one that worries us is Malgathor, the Soul Connector.
Rightfully so.
Back before even these three were around, he tried to rip our souls from us by, he got captured. We were going to be sold off to him, and Boot saved us. And we've continuously muddled his plans as best we could. How strong is he really? How out of our league are we punching?
Present
He's smurfing.
capacity. You are merely knocking on the doors of your potential. You have but yet to enter into the vast. Anyways. At this moment in time, there's not a single spell you possess that would affect this creature.
I see.
So you have to give him every bit of a 1-2 punch.
Well, we've always been good at punching above our weight class.
Sucks when you get hit, though.
It does. But we've always got back up.
Speaking of hitting too hard above our weight class, if it's not too bold of me to ask, and I'll kind of like grab Cedric and throw him to the front. If he dies, I die. Is there anything you could give to assist his survival while we're here?
I think it's good that he was able to see all of this. But I will be sculpting his memories. There's some things you need to know, and need to share, and need to spread. This isn't his place. It's gonna do what?
Just smart to remember.
You have an ability to set him on a path to create your house. You are, in essence, an origin for this story. And the actions you take now ripple into a wave that besets you to be who you are. I suggest you find a way to take this boy make him powerful enough to start a house. Good luck. Your very existence depends on it.
No pressure.
Tell him to invest in Bitcoin. Not Doge. Not Doge.
I wonder how money inflation works during this time. Because,
We can start a bank account.
I won't lie. I do have a pretty chunk of gold.
Well, forgive me. I would need to use it now. So, what what should I do? Do we just set up shop in the human district and buy a lot of land? How does one amass influence and power to be recognized as...
So, would I know the origin story of my own house?
You know the hierarchy of your genealogical tree. And you know the founder,
Yeah.
being Cedric.
That's it?
You've never heard much more. You've never gone much more about that. You don't know if it's in the pages in the binder that you don't have.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could always go back and forth. Go back to the present. Learn what you can. Come back to the past, affect the past. However, when you go to the present or the future,
Who knows what'll be there?
will it be as it is?
Yeah.
Or will you concrete a path that can't be reversed?
Yeesh. Yikes.
Sounds like we're here for a minute.
Oh, God.
That was kind of the reason we came in the first place. We needed more time.
It's true.
And we got it!
We got a lot
Wait.
more time.
I'm including myself with you guys.
How much is a lot of gold right now? Anyway.
Who's asking? It's me. Our gold's a lot.
Yeah.
He's not familiar with the Dow Jones at this time.
I have 6,750 gold. I don't know if that's
That's a lot.
Don't know if that's enough to start a house.
Did anybody ask about the phylactery yet?
It is beyond her time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
She
not a
doesn't know.
lich currently.
She just knows that it's woefully more complex than what he expected.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like with our funds we could definitely. Would I know anything
How much do we have
about
in
starting a
funds?
house?
We're
It's
in
something
the
that you could start to
4,000
learn.
Cool.
between the two of us.
You've never belabored yourself with how to
Right.
start the Fortune 500 company.
That's true. Yeah.
These drugs may be worth a
You already had
lot.
it. The worst you were worried
You
about
make
is
some good
living
points.
up to your name
You make some good
and being
points.
better than your siblings.
Oh my God.
Well,
Yeah.
The world just got a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I do have 22,000 gold.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot more. Math was never my strong suit.
You're a wizard. How's it not your strong?
It's two sides to every brain.
Sucks to only have one. Oh gosh. If only we had taken that million.
I know.
Or 8, or however much it was.
13.
It was a lot.
Oh god.
So much.
Yeah, I think it was like 13 million.
Yeah.
Instead, we gave it to someone to buy what we stole.
I mean, technically, I only gave her 12 of it. It was 12 million, 17
Yeah.
I gave her the flat 12.
Yeah,
So I don't know where the 7. I don't add the
You
17 in my
sneaky
inventory.
little- You should have.
Then you should have
That was
added
my
to your.
intention,
Then you
though, I
added
just
to your
never
thing.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do
Taking a
that.
cut of the
real quick.
profits.
Just a little transaction fee.
Yeah.
0.0002%.
Boom. Done.
Well, now we have enough to start a house.
That's 17,000.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He has more.
We've got like 20, so we've got
Yeah,
like
we've
65.
Yeah.
I think I got like 5 or something.
Yeah, I got
65,
6.
70K.
Well, a lot sits at your next step. If only you had someone to glimpse through time and rig a bet.
That's what I was just thinking. We could totally go gambling right now.
We're so far in the past.
Where's the nearest casino?
I don't think you want to gamble here.
Not in the pay one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's his.
Oh, where's mine at?
There you go. I read yours already.
Another, I think my last question, again, potentially very small stakes. How much, if left alone, how much trouble will the bagman cause us? Or could he cause us?
Well, the bagman exists now, and has many forms, but is a legend, and that a sneaky aberration. Don't know what fuels it. There's a sense of joy that it carries in its movements, and it has an access between dimensions that parallels or completely surpasses the greatest of practitioners. And even my own understanding and skill of that, as she bamps right behind you, instantly, completely silent, and the voice now behind you as she rests a hand on your shoulder. My understanding of time, space, and dimensions, and travel can't do what he does. It's as if he's a part of it, lives within it. Maybe a disease within the magics itself. Can't say to what your level is on its radar, or even if you will see it again. But from your memories, you never saw its true form. Merely an echoed shell of its puppets. That's definitely a bag worth delving into.
I told all of you.
I was with you 100% away though.
A lot of other things come up, okay?
I have a lot going on, like all of the time.
Man, screw that water temple.
May hold a key into what you are destined to do. Maybe it answers a question that go beyond the rules of reality. And that's exactly what you have yet to break, is reality.
That one's mine. I already read yours, actually. Sorry.
Left the table, everybody. You read your crap. No?
Thank you. There are so many more half questions that I can't ask because they're not fully formed thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all. That's all I can say. This is a lot.
You're on a crossroads of destiny, and this was one intersection along the path. I believe you are getting to see for the first time.
You are the most clarifying being that we've come in contact with in the entirety of our journeys.
The least amount of riddles.
Well,
in
I am
conversation.
the queen of night and magic.
We appreciate you. Very much so.
She just slayed. Well,
Alright.
When you're ready, I will. Would you like to be dropped back off at the portal?
Probably would be the best bet.
The time temple portal
No,
or
the portal that we came through to
okay.
get here.
Is there a way you
Back to
can?
the Dogabib.
Is there a way to send us to?
I can't put you within Zenith, but I can put you on the door to it.
Okay. Then yes.
That would be good.
Come over here, Cedric. I won't tell anyone.
Pushing forward.
We know.
In your abilities on your sheet, I can't remember where they lie.
Mine back. Read thoughts or
Yeah, I was just looking at different ones that might be like. I'll get more attuned to this to be able to help y'all with different things that might go out of your purview. But you can give it back to
I
me.
intend to put all of this in the notes.
I can just paste it over to your Google sheet also.
That'd be huge.
So
I was gonna say if I can get like copies of these, I can take them to Caleb and he could probably make actual magic items for us.
Totally.
Or I can try to.
Sure. Some are items and others are inherited boons. So,
Mhm.
so just different.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, she steps forward, sculpts Cedric's memories to have a woeful respect for the Feywilds and the Void, and to not ever want to go back. Seeing the encounters that you guys have held, but never meeting any archfey of any kind. And with that, you guys, even as she like starts to pick up her hands away from Cedric, you just are, now you're seeing the glowing portal that
right before
you guys stepped through. There's no right before, like the second, I mean, what'd you have?
I was going to, because I can now communicate telepathically, I was going to ask her a question.
and I will read your thoughts as you ask the question. No, I'm just kidding.
And I will set us back 24 hours.
Go ahead and shoot it. We'll see if it goes through.
Okay, Boot was going to ask if returning to his home is going to do what's implied, which is destroy his house based on the whole bastard son thing, which is one of the reasons why he hasn't gone back, basically.
You send out this kind of question, this peering of thought, this newfound ability of telepathy within you. Pull it out, and it's almost as if you're forming thought as you kind of look up to see her eyes, and they look to you right as you're now looking at a tree across the way. An instant teleportation, frame cut. You are just standing in a new reality of being outside this portal. She didn't answer back. She didn't answer back, but what you remember and what she's already said as your heart dwells over this question is...
Playing those goes now?
You who wander and yet belong everywhere are the bridge the prophecy foretold. Yours is the power to harmonize discord and reconcile the irreconcilable. And those words echo in you, what feels like could not be reconciled. You possess the ability to belong in places where it's expected that you wouldn't. To bridge that gap. And the gift you have reflects your role, not as one who leads, but as one who unites. Through you, all things may find common ground.
Okay.
As the portal lays before you, it is activated, it is on. You don't have to figure out how to get this thing on. But you are sitting in the void, looking up at the bright stars for maybe, hopefully, the soonest you'll see them in a while. Not wanting to return to the void anytime soon. You can stay here if you like, or you can jump through. But the choice is yours.
We go through. Yeah, I think it's time to go. Time to
Let's
go
do
back.
it.
We have a house to start.
Man, I'm out of breath. It's been quite a heck of a jog. How did we get back here so fast? I'm all blacked out. I just...
We're really fast.
We casted haste. Let's go.
Okay. He looks like he's been through it. As you guys go through the portal, you feel the same purple gossamer cosmic web of flow of stars and everything as you travel through this flow. It's more turbulent than what it was before. It's almost like you're going reverse the flow of what it was. And before you guys get spit out on the other side and into the cave that you guys were before, where you guys had the one fight, and familiar Dokebib is there napping. As you guys come through, he doesn't even rouse when you guys come through. You have a choice to wake him, or you can just leave. Up to y'all.
He's gonna ask what happened. Not really.
Yeah, and we should just answer with questions.
Yeah.
That sounds like so much fun, and I'll use thaumaturgy. Wake up!
Hi.
Oh, you're back, and you're in one piece.
Are we back?
Truth?
What is truth? Really?
Truth. So you're much wiser.
What is wisdom?
Truth?
I feel welcomed by you.
Do you?
I feel like I need to tell you more about my life.
False.
True.
Been a hell of a journey.
You all are not the same people that went through.
Truth.
Except for you. It's usually, hi! Where are you going now?
Where will the wind take us?
So you follow the direction of the wind.
If that is where it
Tuned
takes
with
us.
nature. Can't go wrong.
Do you want to buy drugs?
They're actually really good.
Wanna buy some Vestix?
Is it discounted?
What is a discount amongst friends?
Truth.
That would be unfair of me to ask less of one that I value as a friend. And pay your true role. I understand it now.
This is how we should have done it the first time.
The more you know.
Gotta speak his language.
Don't
How
have
much
much
did you
in
pay
the way
for
of
it?
currency.
To the 15,000.
I mean, how much we use?
Well, we can't lie to this guy. Well, with inflation. Only about
With
10 and a half
deflation.
grand.
Yeah, it's deflation. I don't have any gold, so
You got any cool stuff?
I'll work something out. I'll find you.
Where? When?
Don't know yet.
Maybe we should
Get
give him
one
a
of you-
sample just so
get
that
one-
he knows what he's getting.
Take like a tiny piece of this. Or take the whole thing, up to you.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
I'm trying to help him.
Is it plus 10 and
Okay.
plus 10 on top of my already plus 10?
Okay.
Or is it would
So-
bring me up to that if I didn't have plus 10?
So right now you already have a 10,
Yeah,
right?
for stuff.
You add that to it.
We've got a baseline
Yeah.
20, people.
Yeah, I think with Paths Without Trace,
You're a monster.
you have a 30.
You're insane.
Invisible.
Without
Without
rolling.
invisibility.
Invisible.
17.
Biddable.
Biddable.
So, thanks.
My
Let's
AC
go.
is 25 now.
Good lord.
So what?
I said my AC is 25 now.
I'm gonna make magic items and things for people. So.
I can do my own, so don't worry.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. I've done plenty of
Home brewing.
Beyond Craft, D&D Beyond crafting.
Beautiful. I already got yours.
I just had yours.
Oh, thanks.
These are nuts, guys.
I know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Silly
Yeah.
question, Zach. Attunement?
No.
Okay.
Yours especially at a high level.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to get back to the central trading hub, and we need to start a house.
All right.
You don't happen to know any nobles, do you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Do you know how to start a house?
Oh, you're talking to the Joke Good Beaver.
Yeah.
He's zooted.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Forgot.
You
Never
should be
mind.
answering straight questions now, right?
Yeah.
What do the stars mean?
Okay, cool.
Nothing.
Get everything all at once.
But
What
bright
do you want
starlight.
to mean?
All right, let's go, you
How do we
guys.
get
She's
back to
taken.
Have fun.
Fruit spaghetti.
Indeed.
You're an astronaut now.
Fun the stars.
Jump into the portal. Let's go. Allergic reaction.
Can't breathe in space.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
I could chew with water if that would help.
If
Just remind yourself that you're not a fish.
if movies is
Cures the
telepathy
hiccups.
and
The more
talking
you know.
to me, can I like three-way split it and use telepathy with somebody else and we have a three-way conversation?
Man, it's so
Could
sick.
be.
Nice.
All right. Which way? What time is it?
It 10 maybe. It's dark. I mean,
Okay.
it's just like it's
So time.
It's well
seemed
beyond
to have
sunset.
Passed this at the same rate.
seemingly.
Ish.
Seemingly.
Cool.
Where's your fairy
I
friend?
don't know what you just said.
I have no idea. I can take y'all to a
Time in
doctor's
the
place.
Feywild can be weird sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if that's safer or more dangerous to
We
be
could just
there.
leave him in his tiny hut and
Yeah.
sleep.
That's true. Let's do that.
Maybe not so close to the cave.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I don't really want to deal with a drug-addled guy.
Wait, so are we still in the Fae?
No.
No, we just left.
We're back in the Giant District.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're next to that portal in the cave.
Okay.
That's this thing.
Yeah.
We should probably take a long rest. And
So y'all want to get some distance from this
Yeah.
and get a long rest.
Yep.
All right. So you guys start to head out and continue towards a southern direction towards the central trading hub, or try to find your long lost buddies.
We're probably just starting towards the central trading hub.
yeah.
So
It's quite a.
It's quite a small way to get into. You probably wouldn't even fit lane.
Yeah. We don't need another side quest.
No.
as you all start to head south, Cedric goes, did we learn anything about going there?
Not really.
Kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
I mean, you seem to have learned a lot.
I didn't even get
About
to find any
myself.
fairies.
He was just messing with him. We also learned we hate fairies, so also that works.
Wow.
Never
would've known?
trust someone named Jimmy.
Or Jimothy.
But
These
was
are
that their
charming.
real name?
Probably not.
Oh, it definitely is not.
The important thing is you are alive. We saved you.
Well, I do believe I got through my first combats
You did.
You're a star.
really well, too.
You did pretty good.
MVP.
We have a lot to work on.
Yeah.
Forward!
As we go, I'm gonna like walk up next to Oberon and just as we're walking, like, I'm glad that you decided that your place is here.
The Time Dragon did not speak many things that made a lot of sense. She made a lot more sense.
You
See,
done trying to kill yourself?
Oh yeah, I would never kill myself.
I mean, whatever word you want to put in. Are you done?
Oh, I'm nowhere near done. I'm just
Yeah.
getting started.
I expect.
And your lute speaks up. Well, dear boy, you know, he makes a lot of points about killing yourself. I mean, she did say death was chasing you, like a shadow. Think you were closer than you thought?
I think we're a lot closer to death than we thought.
Too true.
But
You know, those Goliaths really tried to get you out. I slapped you back awake.
I know. I thought it was just me, but hey, thank you.
I didn't want to have you in their grungy hands.
My hands are much nicer.
Prestidigitation works wonders.
It does.
Thanks for not putting me in the bag with the rats.
Yeah, I would never do that.
I do appreciate it.
Look,
Who are you talking to?
You stood up while you're drunk.
besides you just being a loot, you are kind of my family. You were, yes, my family's prized possession. I'm not going to treat you like a normal piece of garbage.
Well, thank you.
I've been asleep for a long time. But it seems that we are meant to be together. Can't wait to see what we will play.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of pretty good songs.
I bet there'll be songs written about us.
Oh, most definitely. My lute's talking to me.
Oh, that's good.
concerning.
No.
No, no.
It's good.
Good.
Boblin told me it was sentient a long time ago.
Oh,
It just wasn't waking up.
that's good then.
It did now.
She's nice.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aaron's the best.
So nice.
Is the loot nice?
Camping for the night.
Hi, loot.
You kind of make out a note. Nah.
Can I read his thoughts?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
As you reach
That's a
out
high note.
for this, you're not connecting with the brain within the object itself.
Okay.
But as you're kind of focusing in that direction, you pick up on Oberon's. And you can hear the voice through Oberon's mind and his thoughts. So you pick up and you hear the pretty pepper. Why is he staring at us like that?
Just scared so hard.
Really focusing.
I'm really pretty, and the loot, and you as a loot, you look damn good too.
Well, thank you. Tomorrow is a bright day.
That it will be.
Let's ring it in with a song.
Why not?
Serenade us.
17. I rolled a 4.
Okay, rolling a 4 and getting a 17 on performance. Amazing. You start to have a course that seems to well up within you, that you feel providentially inspired. And what would your song be about?
Probably about just about the journey thus far. Excluding the archway. Cedric, doesn't you hear about that?
Yeah. As you start to pick through this, at a ballad of of events and things, and you all kind of lead into this as it hits the chorus and comes to a resounding "and a void, and a void." It's something that echoes within everybody's head and gets stuck in there.
Avoid, avoid.
Avoid, avoid. But as you guys make camp, get ready for what the next day brings, and the path to the central trading hub, and the planning of your newfound boons and powers, and what it means to steal someone to power from nothing. You guys have thoroughly stepped out of what would be an origin story and into a journey. And a path you are on together. And I'm so thrilled to be a part of it with you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate every one of you. We'll come back here. If you guys have things y'all want to stew on and think about and carry conversation with any one person on a watch before the day starts, I plan on starting the session next time with that possibility of having any kind of questions that you've kind of had in your brain all week, and you can have conversations in character about those things. If you wanted to do it outside of that, and you want to do it in a group chat and ask questions, we could do that too. But that's kind of where we're setting up. So there's room to answer questions or ask about what everybody's possessing or what's new. So, and then what the plan is. But with that, does anybody have anything before we close?
At some point while we were walking, Verlaine, trying to not make a big deal out of like looking down at his mace on his hip, just kind of tries to think at it like, hello? just because Oberon's been talking about his loot being sentient, just wants to check if his mace is sentient at all.
You put a call out. Nothing answers.
He's shy.
It's probably for the best.
And with that, that's where we'll end tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us in the adventure. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, and maybe we'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.